I strongly believe Albert's research must stop.
Light! We can't build the future on your empty optimism.
Say what you will, I cannot agree to this. Please listen.
No, you listen to this! At every turn, you've ignorantly blocked my research!
Mr. Wiley, control yourself. I see the committee is in agreement. And so, the department chooses Thomas Light's research into robots with independent thought. Thank you, everyone.
Why are you fools so blind? One day, Light. One day the world will know I was right all along. Bad memories make the worst dreams. A genius of my caliber needs sleep to keep his brain in gear. Wait. That research from my youth. Yes! Now I'll show you, Light!
I love that line delivery, the way he goes, "Now I'll show you, Light!" But anyways, hey guys, what's up? It's Bronte75 here, and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm continuing my retrospective on the Classic Mega Man series, in which I'm going to be covering every single mainline game, with the exception of some spin-offs. And this video is going to be the final one in this very retrospective, and that is going to be Mega Man 11, released on 8th gen consoles, being the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And for this video, I am going to be playing through the PS4 version, as this is the only version of this game that I own. And after doing a lot of practice runs on this game, after learning several speedrunning techniques done by the speedrunners, I've grown to like this game a lot more than I initially did. As at the time of this game, because I became a fan of the Mega Man franchise during the time that this game came out. So literally I've been a fan of this. I've been a fan of this franchise for nearly 8 years now. And crazy thing is that this game released in 2018 as well, and the last Mega Man game that we got before this point was Mega Man 10, as I mentioned in my video in that game. You can feel free to check that out on the card at the upper right of the screen. But yeah, it had been 8 years since the last Mega Man game, which was Mega Man 10, and here we are in 2026, and it has been nearly 8 years since Mega Man 11 had released, and was the next game, Dual Override, was announced during December of 2025, and that'll be releasing next year as part of the franchise's 40th anniversary. As it's gonna be because next year is gonna be 40 years since Mega Man 1, the first game of the franchise, had released. So by the time Dual Override releases next year, it'll be 9 years since this game. It's crazy, and it's very crazy. But yeah, I will get into more on that later. So anyways, here is Mega Man 11. So it's got this right here: new game, load game, options, and extra modes, in which I will be going over at the end of this video. We're gonna take a look at the options right here. So alright, so these are the controls. These are my preferred control mapping for the game. So obviously I have the square button that shoot, jump with X obviously, and okay, so these I will get into later, all of these I will get into later. But yeah, so as what we saw in that opening cutscene, we saw that younger Dr. Wily threw that device on the ground, and which looks like young Dr. Light may use in the near future, and we may be seeing why in the next cutscene. Yeah, and of course, so thankfully this game does have the instant weapon switching mechanic that Mega Man 10 had, which was also in Mega Man 7, 8, and in some of the X series titles. And also the cool thing about this game is that the slide, you can actually give the slide its own dedicated button. But unfortunately, one of my main complaints with this game is that it doesn't make use of every button. Like, it would have been nice if I could. It would have been nice if I could push, you know, L3 to slide. That's kind of I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. But either way, it is fine. And also another cool thing right here, it has the special weapon shortcut. Yeah, so it says at the bottom left, you can enable or disable weapon select using the right analog stick. So I will be explaining more in detail on that later. So I think that's pretty much it. So you all saw that opening cutscene. This game is the first since Mega Man 8 to feature voice acting, and man, oh man, I'm already loving it. I'm already loving the voice acting for this game. So yeah, so anyways, we're gonna get started right here. Alright, so like Mega Man 10, this game has different difficulty modes. It's got Newcomer, which says for those who've never played a Mega Man game. It's got Casual, which says for those who love Mega Man but haven't played in a while. And it has Normal, which says for dedicated Blue Bomber fans who love a real challenge. And Superhero, which is this game's hard difficulty. And it says only the truest, most hardcore fans need apply. So obviously for this video, I am going to be playing on Normal mode. And I would definitely pick this as someone's first Mega Man game. At the time of this video, this is currently the most highest selling Mega Man game, as it managed to outsell Mega Man 2, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's for that reason I would pick this as someone's first Mega Man game, and I would definitely recommend doing either Newcomer or Casual. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. The year is 20XX. At the laboratory of Thomas Light, father of modern robot society, many hardworking robots have arrived for their annual maintenance checkup.
All systems nominal. You're in great shape, Blockman.
All thanks to you, Doc. You built me rock solid. Well, I can hear the construction yard calling. Block out.
Good luck out there. Roll, how many checkups are left?
Let's see. We just finished with Blockman. That leaves Torch Man, Acid Man, Impact Man, Bounce Man, Fuse Man, Tundra Man, and Blast Man. Just 7 to go.
Nice.
Oh, brother, there's no end to them. Doc, how about giving your favorite assistant a break?
I don't need a break, Otto. You know, for a robot, you sure do complain a lot. Now let's crank it up a gear.
Oh, I ain't a machine. I mean, I am, but still.
Mr. Torchman, please proceed to the... earthquake!
Oh gosh.
What on earth?
I recognize that sound effect.
Otto, hurry to me!
It's the big bad Dr. Albert Wily.
Splendid to see you again, Light.
Wily!
Doctor, what's going on? Stand back, everyone. I'll handle this.
Mega Man!
This is no time for your heroics. I've simply come to give Dr. Light a message.
Then kindly be quick about it.
Of course. You see, I recalled some old research. The very invention you so coldly crushed when we were students together. Or has your memory failed you?
Our university days. A device. It can't be.
Oh, but it can. Your objections wouldn't stifle me forever. I have perfected my design. And now we'll see who was right all along.
Dr. Light, what's the ruckus?
Perfect timing. The lot of you will make excellent test subjects.
Wow, who are you calling a test subject?
Quickly, you must all run and hide.
Too late. Speed here.
Oh god.
My robots.
Over here, Light.
That speed. What have you
How is he able to fit all of them in there? What?
Dang it, nobody blocks Blockman! Let those robots go, Dr. Wily!
I have a better idea. At last the world will bow down to the genius of Dr. Wily.
Oh, brother.
Doctor, I'll go after Wily.
Wait, Mega Man! Wily's invention is called the double gear system. It's designed to push robots far beyond their normal strength and speed. If he really has completed it, I'm afraid you won't stand a chance.
But we can't just let him get away.
Mega Man, I can tell you won't be stopped. Very well.
Oh wow, does he actually have it? Oh, he
This is
does.
the prototype double gear system that Wily developed back at Robot University. If I install this into your circuits, you may be able to stop him. But it's dangerous. Double gear places great strain on robot systems.
I can take it, Doctor. I want to do this no matter the cost. Hook me up.
Hey.
As you wish. The installation will take some time. There's a lot of work to do.
A few days later.
The double gear system is fully installed. Mega Man, rise and shine.
Ooh. Hey.
Go get him, Mega Buddy.
Mega Buddy.
And remember, your old pal Otto is here to help out.
Mega Man, that dirty Wily won't know what hit him.
Mega Man, you're doing a noble thing. Be careful out there.
Doctor, roll. Otto, I'll be back soon.
Alrighty, awesome right there. So, turns out that I was about to say Wily. Dr. Light managed to keep the double gear device that young Wily threw onto the ground in frustration to Light disagreeing with his ideas and wanting him to stop doing that. So yeah, it's very convenient that he kept it after all these years before he created his children and everything else. But yeah, so he explained to Mega Man that the double gear he literally just explained to Mega Man about the double gear system. So yes, we're gonna have the game explain it to us as well. Alright, so it says press R2 to activate the speed gear. You'll move so fast that everything seems slow. Press L2 to activate the power gear. Charge your buster to unleash even more power. Be careful. If the gear gauge fills up, you'll overheat and neither gear will be usable until cooldown. So we are gonna put that to the test. So, alright, so the double gear system is gonna be our main priority throughout the entirety of this game. So Dr. Light was able to install it into Mega Man systems, which will allow Mega Man to take advantage of this ability. So if you press L2, which activates the power gear, it will increase Mega Man's power significantly, and it allows him to do a double charge shot. So yeah, so we're gonna activate it again. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. It's a lot like X's charge shot in Mega Man X2 after getting at least his arm upgrade in that game, to where it allows him to fire two charge shots at once. However, the main difference is that Mega Man will fire a second charge shot immediately after he fires the first one. So yeah, this is gonna be super useful for racking up a lot of damage against both the mini bosses and the main bosses. And of course, if you press R2, you can activate the speed gear, and as what the game the game implies, it will slow down time, which will give you enough time to react to enemy attacks and some hazards. So literally both of these abilities are going to be super freaking useful. So yeah. And also another cool thing about this game is that the Rush Coil and the Rush Jet have their own dedicated buttons. So with Rush Coil, you can press the triangle button, and the game will eventually tell us later on after we beat the first 4 Robot Masters. But you can press the circle button to activate the Rush Jet. And I've seen several speedrunners take advantage of the Rush Jet exploit, to where when Rush spawns, Rush will spawn where Mega Man is, and Mega Man will be able to stand directly on top of Rush and be able to use him as a platform. So that is a trick. So that's a trick that I'm going to be doing my best to execute, as it's not as easy it's not as easy as it looks. But yeah. Yeah, so again, this game does allow you to remap your controls. So I do have the speed gear on R2 and power gear on L2, because I think those are the most fitting buttons to map them on. But yeah. Anyways, and oh, okay, it says view explanation of the double gear technique. Okay, sure. Alright, so what exactly does this do? Oh. Oh god, okay. When you're low on life energy, you can press L2 and R2 to activate both gears at once, the double gear technique. Your speed and power will both get boosted. Once activated, there's no cancelling it, and after it finishes, your Mega Buster will be weakened for a short time. Double gear might just save you in the pinch. Alright. Yeah, so this I hear... Oh wow, the way he powers up too. Yeah, this I hear it's not recommended. I mean, the game does say that you can use it, you know, where... The game does say that you can use it so that it'll save you in the pinch. But yeah, I feel like this is more situational than anything else, especially if it weakens Mega Man for long periods of time. So yeah, probably not the best idea. So you're pretty much just better off you're pretty much better off letting the double gear meter just cool down normally for a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, and surprisingly, this game has no intro stage. That's kind of odd, because Mega Man 7 and 8 had intro stages, but Mega Man 7 and 8 had intro stages, especially with how those games had pretty, especially with how the stories of those games were very more story driven. But for some reason, Mega Man 11 doesn't have it. I mean, I can understand why. Oh yeah, and Mega Man and Base had an intro stage as well. I just now remembered. And I can see why Mega Man 9 and 10 don't have intro stages, because you know they're based on the NES, the first 6 NES games, obviously. But yeah, kind of odd. But anyways, typical Mega Man fashion, we have our standard 8 Robot Masters, all of which that we saw in that cutscene before Wily captured them. But this is Block Man, Acid Man, Blast Man, Bounce Man, Tundra Man, Impact Man, Torch Man, and Fuse Man. And a lot of people state that they take on Block Man first, but however, I think it's a very slow and difficult starting stage in my opinion, especially since that Block Man is not really that easy. It's not really that easy to fight against. So so obviously, like I've done in all the other Mega Man videos, I will be utilizing tricks and mostly tricks. I don't know how to do some glitches, but I will be mostly utilizing advanced tricks from speedrunners, as they would do Impact Man first. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video, as I find him much more easier to fight than Block Man. Alright, so let's do it. And this is pretty much a modern version of Gutsman stage from Mega Man 1, to where it takes place in some sort of a construction site. It's even got these Pickle Men enemies returning from that game, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, gonna utilize this trick right here. Nice, made it. So it is so much faster. It's so much faster to do that than just riding on those platforms and then just timing your jumps and everything. There we go. Nice. Take advantage of the screen transition trick that that I've been pulling off since my Mega Man 5 video. Anyway, take advantage of the speed gear right here. I hopefully not get hit by these enemies. Ooh, close. Ready. And those red enemies can be annoying, since they fire their homing missiles at Mega Man. So gotta make sure they don't cause a nuisance. And I like how throughout the stage, Impact Man is attacking you. I like how throughout the stage, Impact Man is trying to attack Mega Man with his drills. Those are going to be the main obstacles throughout this level. So yeah, all right. And these Pickleman enemies that they decided to bring back from Mega Man 1, as I mentioned earlier, are much more annoying than they were in the first game, because in that game, because they always aim their pickaxes right where Mega Man is. Like it's almost as though they track him. Yeah. Thankfully, I am aware of their patterns, so they will not cause it. So they won't be able to cause issues, hopefully, for the most part. I take that dude out. Ooh, close. Yeah. That is a very, very tight position to jump at. Alright, get rid of this dude. Nice. Alright, very tricky section right here. Speak here. Nice. There we go. Ready? Doing pretty good so far. I'm gonna play it safe. Ready? Tricky segment right here to where Impact Man is continuing to throw his drills at us. And some of these you have to avoid by sliding. There we go. Nice. Get rid of this dude. Ready? And coming up is a mini boss, so I'm going to use my power gear. Just wait for him to slam his thing. Shoot. Yeah, okay. I figured that would happen. I was trying to jump to hit him again, but he unfortunately interrupted me. Nice. Wait for it. Power gear. Okay. How'd you survive that? Nice, let's go. Unfortunately, that was a lot slower than I would have liked, but it's fine. Ready. Coming up is another very tricky part, to where this entire section takes place over in bottomless pits, with these Pickleman enemies trying to knock you into the pit by throwing their pickaxes. Yeah, they always aim for where Mega Man is, so trying to dodge them can be pretty tough as hell if you're not careful. Okay, make sure that Met does not get a chance to do anything, and kill that one as well. Okay. Alright, damage boost. Nice. Let's go. Oh god, oh god. Ooh, that was close. Oh my god. Okay, jump. Right. Okay, thank god he missed right there. That was close. Yeah, I remember when I first played this, I always end up easily getting knocked into the pit by some of these enemies. Ready. Use speed gear again here? Yes. There we go. And then jump down. Ready. Ignore those enemies right there and get rid of that map. Oop. Very tight platforming. Nicely done. Ready, and here comes Impact Man again. He's gonna throw more of his drills at us. So we gotta stand at the perfect spots while also jumping over one of them. If they reach, jump. Nice. All right, take advantage of rush clear right there. Ha. Very nice. And I'm gonna try to get this this E-tank. Can we get it? Yes. There we go. And now. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Shoot. Okay. Okay, thank god he still missed. Alright, do this. Okay, and then dodge the pickaxe. Alrighty, and hit that thing to So of course they love to bring this thing in literally every game. They've been there since the very first game, so it's a hand surprise since they're still a nuisance. Perfect run on the stage. I only got hit once. Actually, no, twice actually, but still. So pretty much a near perfect run. Anyways, here is Impact Man. Impact Man. All right, what's he gonna do? Okay, he's gonna ground pound, then dash. Alright, come on, dude. Okay, he's gonna do that. Okay, then when he's low on health, he's going to use his power gear and transform it to a giant drill. So we gotta make sure to dodge him. Okay, and then he's gonna reassemble. It's over. Let's go. Perfect fight. Didn't even hit me once. Let's freaking go. Oh yeah. Alrighty, that turned out very perfectly as I had planned. I did screw up in a few instances, but I did take an intentional damage boost because again, damage boost is a common strategy that a lot of speedrunners and even some skilled players often do. So I will not hesitate to execute them as well in this video. So by defeating Impact Man, we get his weapon called the Pile Driver, and this move is literally the best one in the game. As again, I've watched a lot of speedrun videos, and they've mentioned that this move is going to be super useful for getting across gaps as well as skipping certain sections. So that is something that I'm going to be doing in this video. So it says right here, charge forward in a devastating spike attack that would make Impact Man proud. That's hilarious. Turn on your power gear for a bigger dash with explosive force. Use it mid-air too. So yeah, look at this. Yeah, and especially if you use the power gear, you can go. Mega Man can move much more faster than usual. So like it's essentially an air boost type move. And again, one of the best things about this weapon is that it's similar to others like Top Spin and Chart. It's similar to others like Top Spin, Charge Kick, and Break Dash from Mega Man 3, and it's similar to the Top Spin from Mega Man 3, the Charge Kick from Mega Man 5, and the Break Dash from Game Boy Mega Man 5, to where it's a melee type weapon, you know, rather than a long range weapon. So yeah, and it's also kind of similar to the charged up speed burner from Mega Man X2, where X also does a devastating air dash, which can also plow through enemies. So yeah. So this is gonna be an essential. Again, the Pile Driver is gonna be an essential speedrunning tool for the rest of the stages for this game. So yeah, so I will be taking advantage of that move a lot. So yeah, nope. We are going to save right here. So yes, you do see right there, I have played and beaten this game for the first time back in 2019. Alrighty, so we're gonna be taking on Tundra Man next. By this point, I am going to be going through weakness order. So he's not actually weak to Impact Man, but he is another Robot Master that I would recommend taking on first. As even without his weakness, he is still very easy to fight against. All right, so here we are on his stage right here. All right, so yeah, so this is an ice. So Tundra Man is an ice themed Robot Master, obviously. Can I get this off? Ooh, nice, first try. Let's go. Managed to slide under that dude before he was able to damage me there. Yeah, perfect stuff. But I love the looks of the stage. It kind of reminds me of it feels more it looking seems more similar to Iceman stage from Mega Man 1, and maybe also some pieces of Freeze Man stage from Mega Man 7, Frost Man stage from Mega Man 8, and Cold Man stage from Mega Man and Base. So yeah, it's pretty sick. So yeah, of course, in typical 2D platformer fashion, there is always going to be some sort of a win gimmick. So gotta time our jumps just right. Nice. And first usage of the Pile Driver. So yeah, it's gonna be our essential speedrunning tool. Gonna get this off. Ooh, nice. Let's go first try. There we go. So yeah, I will be needing. So pretty much throughout this video, I will attempt to go for the weapon tanks. As of course, when using always when using special weapons in Mega Man games, they do have their own ammunition meter. So that's why I'm going to be hunting down the weapon tanks, as that is something that most Mega Man 11 speedrunners often do. So, yeah. Anyways, coming up to a mini boss. And I'm gonna try to kill this with speed gear. Can I get this off? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save. Alright, I'm gonna let my double gear meter cool down for a bit, so that you know, because while this boss is doing its attacks, I can have enough. Oh shoot! No, no. Ah, dang. Yeah, fortunately, this ice elephant's hitbox is a lot bigger than it normally. It's a lot bigger than it looks, unfortunately. So unfortunately, I was not able to kill this in one cycle. Right, get out of here. Nice. But yeah, overall, very easy boss. Alrighty, very tricky next section with all these eagle enemies trying to drop their icicles. Alright, I'm gonna use a speeder to avoid the rest of them. Anyway, dash over that enemy right there. Alrighty, oh my god. Oh shoot. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I gotta wait for this wing gimmick to wear off. Yeah, so occasionally throughout the stage, there is this wing gimmick that will sometimes trigger after a while. So, yeah, alright. Alright, I'm gonna play it safe right here. I'm gonna use a rush coil. There you go. Yeah, to avoid dealing with those Gayu ball things down there, whatever that is. Yeah. Alright, take that one out. Whoosh. Okay, doing pretty good so far. Alright, so I'm gonna try to skip this next enemy by using rush coil. And then use pile driver. Okay, I did not mean to hit R2, but it works. Okay. Alright, careful about these guys. Well, I think I'm returning enemies from Mega Man 6, I think. I just realized. I recognize those designs. Alright, here comes a very tricky part. So we have to perfectly time your jumps. Speed gear. Nice. This part's really scary. Oh, made that barely. Oh my god. I'll never forget when I first played this. That section killed me so many times. That's literally the level designers giving you the middle finger. Anyways, here's Tundra Man. And let's see if I can get off the strat. Nice. Nice. Okay, managed to land another hit on him. Jump. 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 Okay. One more hit. Okay, yeah, it's one more hit. It's over. Woo! Let's freaking go. I'm on a roll. Let's freaking go. God. The bosses of this game are so much fun to fight with. Like, granted, they are difficult, but once you learn their pattern, they are not as bad. Like you can learn, like, I especially love how, in most Mega Man speedruns that I've watched, those guys make most bosses, I think, actually no, every boss in this game look like total pushovers. Like, I've seen most of them kill them effortlessly so freaking fast before they even get a chance to use their speed and power gears. It's crazy. It's insane. Like, I love watching speedruns on this game. Like, out of all the Mega Man games that I watched speedruns of to learn new tricks, I think oh my god, I cannot speak. I think Mega Man 11 might be the best one, cause like, oh my god, like, between seeing tricks with Impact Man's weapon and the fact that they're able to defeat bosses super quickly, like, so effortlessly, like they're a total joke. It's insane. Anyways, by defeating Tundra Man, we get his weapon called the Tundra Storm, which is also one of the best weapons in this game. So it says right here, create a Sub-Zero blizzard around yourself, damaging any enemies inside. Try it with the power gear. active for a massive blizzard that covers the screen. Nice. So yeah, it's literally a screen nuke if you use the Power Gear version of the move. But yeah, Thunderstorm, again, another one of the best weapons in this game. To where if you use the normal version of this move, where Mega Man will send out this tornado-like tundra effect, or at least that's what the game says. Blizzard around himself. So yeah, so it literally goes upwards and downwards, and its hitbox is surprisingly very large. So yeah, even if you're not close to enemies like these, yeah, it can still freeze them. And if you use the Power Gear version of the move, it's a screen nuke. You can literally kill everything on screen. So it's pretty much similar to other weapons like Rain Flesh from Mega Man 4. I forget what was I think Gyro Man's weapon from Mega Man 5, or no, not Gyro Man. Gravity Man's weapon. Jesus Christ, I got mixed up. But yeah, it's also similar to Gravity Man's weapon from Mega Man 5. And also Centaur Man's weapon from Mega Man 6. And Astro Man's Astro Crush from Mega Man 8. Dynamo Man's weapon from Mega Man and Base. And I guess if it counts, Tornado Man's weapon from Mega Man 5, the Tornado Blow. So yeah, literally one of the best moves. So yeah, the Thunderstorm, one of the best moves in this game. So yeah, good stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna save right here, obviously. Alright, so next Robot Master we are taking on is Torchman. Let's do this. Oh yeah, and interesting fact about this guy. Apparently, in the Battle Network series, there's already a Robot Master there or character named Torchman as well. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, here we are on his stage right here. This stage can be notoriously difficult, especially if it's your first time playing. So yeah, especially with what we're about to see later on. Nice, perfect pixel jump over that dude. Whoosh. Nice. Okay, my bad. Anyway, dash over that enemy right here. Alrighty, and be careful about this part, as we are being chased by this giant firewall. Ouch! I can take a damage. I can take damage. It's fine. Right, can I kill this dude? Yes, perfect. Nice. Unfortunately, that will not be the last time we'll be seeing that firewall. We're gonna be seeing it 2 more times in this stage. Alrighty, I'm gonna do this trick. Nice, perfect. I got that off first try. So yeah, that is a trick that I've learned from speedrunners, and it helps out so much, literally so much. Anyway, activate Tundra Man so that I can make mincemeat out of this mini boss. Whoosh, get out of here. And I love the way Mega Man screams while he uses the move, like he literally goes, yeah. Jeez, I love the voice acting in this game, but yeah, I'll get into more on that later. Anyways, next section. Whoosh, nice. Pile driver over that dude. Alrighty, another firewall section, so this is gonna require some concentration. Nice. Perfect. So yeah, we won't need that weapon tank later on in the stage. Get out of here. I use my speed gear. Alrighty. Alright, going pretty good. Power gear. Nice. Very nice. Alrighty, and I am gonna use the weapon tank that I just got, so that it'll refill all my weapon energy. Ready? Can I get this first try? Ooh, okay. Okay, I almost got that off. That's fine. I got no rush. Okay, I'm gonna use this. No, I gotta save it. Come on, Rush, get over here. Okay, I unfortunately messed it up, but at least I managed to. Skip almost that entire section there. Okay, not bad. I hurry. No, come on, come on. No, oh my god. Ah, dang. Okay, that was my fault for using the charge shot right there. Dang it. Ah, dang, that sucked. And I'm all out of weapon energy too. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I don't expect to get a perfect run on the stage in this video. Okay. Oh god, I have to go through this entire section again. Yikes. Whoosh. Okay. Okay, thank God. Okay, so thank God those small enemies that you know, those big spiders drop will get killed by those flame enemies as well. Alrighty, gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. No, dude. Ugh, shoot. Oh my god. Okay, I will be right back. This is not going as I planned, unfortunately. Alright, back. So let's try this again. Alright, I messed up dashing over that enemy, but it's fine. Alright, let's try this again. Whoosh. Alright, perfect. I'm playing safe. Ooh, close. I cannot afford to make any mistakes here whatsoever. So yeah, so the speed gear is going to be your best friend in this section. Whoosh, whoosh. Nicely done. Anyway, use our weapon tech again. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait for the double gear to recharge. Okay. Alright, perfect. Can I get this off again? Do it here. Okay. Okay, so it's just best not to do it all throughout. Okay, not bad. Alright, get rid of that rabbit enemy. Okay, I could just step over that dude. Okay. Let's not make the same mistake again. Alright, rush coil. Nice. Alright, let's go. There we go. I don't know how I messed it up the first time, but either way. Alright, coming up to Torchman, who's actually one of the most difficult robot masters in this game, so let's see if I can have some good luck here with his, by using his weakness. Dang it. Come on. Oh, seriously. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this. Nope. Come on, bro. This ain't Street Fighter. Dang, okay. I think I messed up with my Tundra Storm use. I think I messed up with my Tundra Storm uses there. But yeah, so how it works, you use the Power Gear version of that move, and then strike him twice. Then with the third time, just use normal Tundra Storm, and then for the first one, for the last one, use the Power Gear Tundra Storm. Yeah, unfortunately, I unfortunately messed it up, but that's fine. But yeah, I was about to say Tundra. Torchman is actually one of the most difficult robot masters in this game because, man, oh man, he is super aggressive with pretty much all of his attacks. As there are times to where, like, when he kicks Mega Man, he will send him flying. So, yeah, so that's exactly what happened there. Yeah, so he is. So I forgot to mention, but he is weak to Tundra Man, and by getting his by defeating him, we get his weapon, the Blazing Torch. Oh no, I didn't mean to skip that. Darn it. Oh my god. Shoot. Okay, I may have to replay the stage again. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Alright, I'll be right back. Let's see if I can get a good fight on him this time. What? Okay. Okay, there we go. Much better than the first attempt. Alrighty. And I think they had a better run on the stage though, so obviously they have to cut it, but yeah. Alrighty. But anyways, I accidentally hit the options button on my PS5 controller. Whoops. I was supposed to hit R2. Okay. But anyways, by defeating Torchman, we got his weapon called the Blazing Torch. So it says, split a searing ball of flame into the air. This fireball crashes back down to earth, just like Torchman's powerful jump kick. Interesting. Try it while power gear is active to boost the firepower. Alright, so pretty much how it works. Mega Man will shoot the blazing torch in a diagonal upwards direction, like diagonally upwards. And I love the cool visual when using this move, as the fireball will turn into a dragon-shaped flamethrower. So I actually didn't even notice. I actually didn't even notice until I watched some speedrun videos. They didn't actually mention it, but then upon watching their footage, when I saw them using the Power Gear version of the move, yeah, I didn't even realize. Yeah, the fireballs actually turn into dragon shape. Which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, so Mega Man fires it diagonally upwards, and then it will go diagonally downwards, and then of course when using the Power Gear version of the move, he fires 3 of them, which actually go in 3 different directions. So pretty cool. Alright, cool stuff right there. But jeez, I cannot believe I skipped that on accident on the first try. But yeah, all good though, all good. But yeah, so with that, we're gonna be taking on Blast Man next, as he is weak to Torchman. Let's go on and do this, and Blast Man like uses a lot of explosives, right? So I'm not sure why he's weak to a fire type Robot Master. But either way though, this is Blast Man stage is actually one of my favorite stages of this game, because yeah, I like how he has he has like promotions of himself, like on that sign at the beginning of the stage, as well as his TV. What is this? Kind of reminded me of Studio Opolis from Sonic Mania, where like how where Eggman had like this egg TV thing or something, to where he's literally shown on the screen or something. So yeah, it's pretty funny. So yeah. So this is a pretty fun stage to go through, but it can be pretty cumbersome at times if you're not careful. Okay. Oh my god. On my face, please. And yeah, those these small enemies can be pretty annoying sometimes. Okay, I was trying to use my Thunder Shot. It didn't come out for some reason. Okay, and I'm gonna use Blazing Torch to get rid of these guys, so that way we can reach this weapon tank. So the main gimmick of the stage is that it's filled with tons of explosives. Anyway, coming up is a mini boss, in which I believe, according to speedrunners, Tundra Man does the most damage to it. So yeah, there we go. Oh my god, I almost ran out of weapon ammunition for this move, but thankfully there's a few pieces right there. Nice. Alright, Power Gear, Power Driver. Yeah, be sure to slide there. Be sure to slide there to avoid getting hit by that. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Alright, use speed gear here. Alright, jump down. Ooh, nice. Alright, do I have enough? Okay. Alrighty, and I'm gonna use my weapon tank here. Ooh, nice. I can't believe that actually worked. Nice. And kill that Sniper Joe with the Power Gear Tundra Man. Alright, so use speed gear here, because it can be pretty easy to get knocked into the pit by those explosives. Ooh, close. Almost got hit by that dude. Ooh, close. Super close call right there. Ah, dang, I messed it up. I can't mess it up. Ready? I'm just gonna wait for the double gear to recharge. Okay. Alright, so coming up to Blast Man, who is also very difficult. Explosion is art, he says. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Make sure he doesn't try to escape. Oh my god. Ah, come on, hold still. Ooh, let's go. I managed to kill him before he got a chance to use his power gear. Oh man, oh man. I can't believe that turned out I cannot believe that managed to turn out as better as I thought it would. Oh, thank goodness. Because when he uses his power gear, he releases bigger bombs with larger explosion radius or residue or something. I don't know. Recital, yeah. So yeah. Thankfully he didn't get a chance to do that. Anyway, so by defeating him, we get the Chain Blast, which is another one of the best moves in this game. Though it does take some time to master. I did have to do that during my practice runs on this game. So it says shoot Blast Man's own sticky bombs. Shoot Blast Man's own sticky bombs. Connect up to 4 bombs via the red line for bigger blasts. Try it with power gear to unleash massive bombs, and it says. Okay, so for some reason the game does a poor job on explaining how you immediately detonate it, but yeah, you actually have to push down on the D-pad and then press the square button. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that poor explanation right there, to where like it says you can push, like it says like D-pad and then square, so I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, okay, we're gonna put that to the test right here. Yeah, so you do like that. Okay, I think it's best to use it with speed gear. Yeah, so this move is gonna be super useful against a later boss fight. So yeah, and of course, when using the power gear version of the move, Mega Man will release an even bigger bomb, which is pretty much the exact same thing that Blast Man did in his fight. So yeah. But using the normal version of the move does take quite some time to master. Nice. Alrighty. Anyways, let's move on, and there's gonna be a cutscene coming up.
Doctor, is something wrong?
The double gear system. It was so very long ago. It was on that day Wily and I had our falling out. He quite literally threw a wrench in our gears. We were students then, each pursuing robotics research in our own way. Each of us was passionate about forging the way ahead. To a future where humans and robots might live together in harmony. By giving robots independent thought, they could be true partners to humankind at last.
Oh?
Naive as always. Even robots that think for themselves will never be anything more than tools. But with unstoppable power, insurmountable speed, it's only when we build robots with the power to outdo humans that people will truly accept robots for what they are. And with my double gear system, we can make that dream a reality. With this installed, any robot can instantly become a hero.
That's actually true, by the way.
However, I was strongly opposed to Wily's ideas and research. The double gear system, it puts an incredible strain on the robots that use it. And if it fell into the wrong hands, it could be used to cause terrible harm. At the time, a committee
I love how Roll and Otto are just hiding back there, despite the fact that there are no enemies here right now.
Wily never forgave me, and his views have grown ever more extreme since then. How ironic.
Guys,
My
come out.
efforts
Stop
to
hiding.
quench Wily's
There's nothing
hot-headedness
dangerous happening right
before
now.
it led him astray. Only ended up fueling the fire.
Doctor, I never knew.
If only I'd shown him there was a way to work together, instead of just telling him that he was wrong. Maybe we'd still be friends.
A way to work together.
Even the double gear system can be a tool for good, if used properly. But using it properly requires proper judgment. Wily's dream of developing technology to make any robot into a hero could become reality if used by you. I'm trusting you, Mega Man. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. I've just finished giving Rush a good tune-up. He's all ready to head out with you. Rush!
Rush is here.
Rush, help Mega Man and keep him safe. Be a good boy now.
We've got this, Rush.
We've definitely...
Okay, let's go.
We've definitely... Oh! Nice. Okay, I like how B and Eddie showed up at the very end there. But yeah, and I don't know if I've said this in my past Mega Man videos, but Rush reminds me so much of Goddard from Jimmy Neutron. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the fact that they're both robotic dogs. So maybe that could be something. But either way, so all right. So just like in Mega Man 9, 10, and the Game Boy games, Mega Man gets access to Rush Jet after defeating 4 Robot Masters, or at least in the Game Boy games case. You only unlock Rush Jet after oh my god, I cannot speak. You only unlock Rush Jet after defeating a specific Robot Master. But in the case of Mega Man 9, 10, and this game, you unlock it after beating the first 4 stages. All right, so we already know how this works. We've like this has been a thing since like the Rush Coil and Jet have been a thing since Mega Man 3. So what isn't there to know about at this point? But either way, it says Rush transforms into Jet mode, right on his back to soar through a stage. Adjust your course up and down too. So yeah, we already know how this works. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna save our data. And before we move on to the next stage, we're gonna go to Dr. Light's lab so that we can purchase some items.
Ah, Mega Man! I've made a breakthrough. I can now create new items for you.
Okay, Mega. What'll it be?
Alright, so just like in all the other Mega Man games since the Game Boy games and Mega Man 7, this game has a shop system to where you can purchase these items, and you can purchase all these items as well as support items that can help us out in our adventure. All right, so yeah, so these are pretty much the exact same ones that we've been seeing in Mega Man 9 and 10. So we can get the energy tanks, we can get the weapon tank, we can get the mystery tank. We have the super guard, which was also in Mega Man 9 and 10. We can get the Eddie call and the beat call, which is pretty nice. And if you push R2,
Oh, Mega, can I interest you in some parts?
we can have access to these parts right here. So these I'm going to save, or one of these I'm going to save for a Fuse Man stage. But the rest, some of the rest I will be getting for the Wily stages. Yeah, this is pretty nice. And again, like I said before, this game is the first since Mega Man 8 to feature voice acting, and already I love it because those actors do a terrific job. Those actors do a terrific job, portraying these characters so well. So Mega Man is voiced by Ben Diskin, who is best known for being the voice of Number 1 from Codename Kids Next Door, which was one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows, by the way. And I know he's been in a lot of other roles. I don't really know that much about his biography or anything. But it's just this his portrayal as Number 1 from Codename Kids Next Door. And very interestingly, he also voiced Black Doom in Sonic X Shadow Generations, which released in 2024, 7 years after this game. So yeah, or not 7 years, 6 years after this game. Jeez, I always get the math wrong. Yeah, literally literally 6 years after this game, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, another reason why you see the two franchises, or the characters specifically, interacting with one another, since Mega Man literally sent Sonic a birthday message for the latter's 35th anniversary, which is pretty much like one of the most genuine things that Capcom has ever done for Sega. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And Roll is voiced by Erica Lindbeck, who I know her best as Blaze from the Sonic series, and I feel like one of her known roles, I could be wrong, is Black Cat from the Insomniac Spider-Man games, which, by the way, Insomniac Spider-Man 1 came out at around the same time as this game, literally in the same year, 2018. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Dr. Light is voiced by Doug Stone. He does a pretty terrific job. Dr. Wily is voiced by Keith Silverstein, who I know best as the voice of Vector the Crocodile from the Sonic series. And interestingly, he also voiced Pac Ranger from Pac-Man World 2 Repack, as I stated in my live playthrough of that game. So, and again, like the other actors, I'm pretty sure he's known for a lot of things. At least for Silverstein's case, he's known for voicing a lot of anime characters, which is pretty cool. And Otto is voiced by Chris Hackney. Hope I pronounced that right, and who also voiced Blastman as well. So yeah. So this game has a very, very good casting choices, and I believe they all fit the roles. And I definitely love Ben as Mega Man, as he's pretty much the best Mega Man voice that we've ever gotten. Like, he's literally right up there with Mark Gotha, who had formerly voiced X in games like Mega Man X8 and Mega Man Maverick Hunter X on the PSP. And anytime I read the Archie comics, I always read their dialogue with these voices. Like, I always love reading Mega Man's dialogue with Ben's voice, and Dr. Light with Doug's voice, and especially Dr. Wily with Keith Silverstein's voice. And the voice acting that I did in the previous games, to where I voiced Wily's dialogue, I actually used Keith Silverstein's voice for the character. So yeah. So now you're all seeing what it sounds like in this game. Pretty cool stuff. Anyways, so we are here to purchase more weapon tanks. So yes. Yeah, Rolla's gonna keep on saying the same things over and over again every time you purchase some stuff. So yeah, it can get pretty annoying after a while. Alrighty. Yeah, here's hoping that is enough. Alrighty. Anyway, so next Robot Master we are taking on is Blockman, in which, again, I don't understand why everybody takes him on first. I find both his stage and himself to be very difficult. So that's why I decided to save him as the 5th Robot Master we are taking on. So here we go. And I believe from what I remember, his stage was the first one to be revealed when this game was first announced. And I haven't even mentioned this yet, but yes, this game, alongside the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, were released as part of the franchise's 30th anniversary, despite the fact that they all came out a year later, because Mega Man's 30th anniversary was actually in 2017, but very similar to how Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces released in 2017, despite the fact that Sonic's 25th anniversary was 2016. They were released a year later in 2017. So yeah, literally the same case for this game and the X Legacy collections. But yeah, more on that later. Anyways, here is Blockman stage right here. So again, A stage that I don't really. Okay, I'm use speaker here. I don't really recommend taking on first. Oh my god! Whoa! Okay, I didn't think he was gonna follow me there. That was close. He almost knocked me in there. Jeez, a lot of these crazy shenanigans happening in this video. Hey, mini boss. There we go. So yeah, so I don't know how to beat that mini. I don't know how to beat that mini boss super fast. Oh my god. Okay, I'm screwing up. Let's send my hammer so that I can get those. So that I can get these health pickups. Anyways, rush jet. So yeah, so that trick I just did right there is another that I've learned from speedrunners, to where you can literally use rush as a platform, and it helps Mega Man get extra height, especially when trying to climb ladders. So, yeah. Anyways, you can actually destroy those walls right there with Blast Man, as that is what they are weak to. Anyway, AI exploit right there, to where you can actually manipulate that enemy into slamming his hammer there. Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate here because this is a very, very tricky part. Yeah, wait for this next block to drop. And I don't like the fact that they brought back the those annoying lyric enemies from Mega Man 5. As I literally did point out in my video on that game, which is almost a year old now at this point, but yeah, they decided to bring them back for this game. Lovely. I'm gonna try to play it safe. Oh, okay. Get rid of more of the lyric enemies. Whoosh! There we go. So yeah, best to use Tundra Man right there. I play it safe. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it again right here against this mini boss. Whoosh! Whoosh! Get out of here. Nice. So it is. So again, it's possible to kill that boss. It's possible to kill that boss in one cycle. So glad I got to pull that off in this video. And I love the theme for I love the theme for this level too. Oh shoot! Okay, I ran out. Alright, that's fine. I don't know. I keep making the mistake of never paying attention to the weapon ammunition bar. Anyway, get rid of more of those blocks with Blast Man. Now I'm gonna play it safe and do this. Oop. Okay. And get this E-Tank. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna do another trick right here. So I'm gonna wait for these blocks to come down. And then use Rush Jet. Nice. Huh. Let's go. Managed to get it off. Alright. I'm gonna just wait a bit. Okay. Speed up. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Alright, watch out. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Okay, I did that in a completely different way, but it's all good. Alright, I'm gonna use my weapon tank. I wait for these platforms. Nice. I love that trick so much. It's so useful. Thank you so much for these speedrunners for teaching me that trick. I know that the two best speedrunners of this game are this one guy named Ahmad, or Ahmad. I don't know how you pronounce that guy's name, as well as another guy named CSG Dimulant. So yeah, so those are the only two speedrunners I know who are literally the best in this game. I'll drop you like a ton of bricks. Anyways, here's Blockman, and funny thing, Blockman is actually one of the bosses in the entire Mega Man franchise, who will actually react to your attacks. So pretty much what I just did right there, I shot and make him jump towards me so that I can dodge by sliding. And that's another prime example of that's another example of the AI exploit trick. So, and he's weak to Blast Man, by the way. Alright, so use speed gear. Nice. Can I do it again here? Ah, dang. Okay, I was hoping I would get it. That's fine. Dang, I messed up. I messed up. I gotta wait for this to recharge, unfortunately. Yeah, so when Blockman is low on health, he will use his power gear to transform into a giant monster. And his attacks are super difficult to avoid. So I just gotta wait for the right opening. Oh my god. Of course that misses. Wonderful. Okay, thank god. Okay, that was terrible. That was a terrible fight right there. Yeah, I'm gonna use it again. I will try to farm for the screws or bolts. Yeah, I think the game calls them screws, but yeah. Anyway, that was the end of Blockman right there. Unfortunately, that was a terrible fight. There was a strat that I was able to do in one of my practice runs to where I was able to successfully land all of my chain blasts on Giant Blockman before he got a chance to attack. But unfortunately, I messed it up. It's fine though. At least he's been defeated. At least he didn't kill me though, so that's all that matters. So by defeating Blockman, we have access to the block dropper. So we are going to try it. It says generate heavy stone blocks that drop down to crush enemies. Triad wall power gear is active to multiply your attack and really knock their block off. So how it works is that Mega Man will raise his hand and it will spawn 4 blocks on screen. Yeah, I think so I think they spawn, they spawn on the top of the screen, right in front of him, and they will crush enemies from above like these lyric enemies. And if you use the power gear version of the move, he gets to unleash even more blocks, and which also do twice as more damage. So yeah, so this move will be perfect for striking airborne enemies. So yeah, some good stuff right there. And how many bolts? Alright, so I am gonna try to get some more. Bolts, hopefully in this next stage, which is Acid Man, as he is weak to Blockman's move. And how many times has this theme been remixed now? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is the 8th time the Robot Master theme has been remixed, as well as the stage clear theme too. So yeah. Anyways, here is Acid Man stage, which kind of seems like a modern version of Burst Man stage from Mega Man 7. So yeah, it literally seems like it. A lot of some like to compare it to Chemical Plant from the Sonic series, but really, it low-key just seems more similar to Burst Man stage. Like, I don't know if it's just me. Anyways, yeah, watch out for those small spider bots right there. So, thankfully, they are not an issue. Just gotta make sure not to be in their vicinity. Anyway, so this stage, of course, has underwater gimmicks, meaning that Mega Man can jump higher. Well, meaning that Mega Man can jump higher. Not sure how, but it definitely does help with some platforming. Well, with some eventual platforming. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna try to farm for. I am gonna try to farm for some screws. Alrighty. Okay, not worth trying to take out that enemy because I don't want to risk getting touched by the spike. Okay. And those enemies will when they notice Mega Man approaching, they will start moving up and down much faster. There you go. Oh yeah, and also another cool thing about this game is that when Mega Man hits shielded enemies with his charge shot, they will it will actually when Mega Man hits enemies with his charge shot, they will actually be stunned temporarily and they will lose their guard for a short period of time. So, and meaning that he can land more hits on them during their stun animations. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna use this right here, Torchman. Nice. Mainly using the power gear version of the move. Till this part. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I will need more of this so that I can do this. Nice. Sucks to be you, Sniper Joe. Ooh, whoa. Okay, I thought I got hit there. Okay, jump down here. Alright, so because we're on the water, there is some current. There is this current that's pushing us right now. A lot similar to the wind effect from Tundra Man stage. And careful right here. Alright, speed up. There we go. A very tricky section right here. And get that extra life just in case. I don't know why this game still uses a life system, despite the fact that most modern games at this point do not use them. So I don't understand it. Anyways, mini boss. Yeah, I think any weapon works against this thing. Yeah, because yeah, there are times where you can actually destroy that in like 2 hits. So yeah, literally crazy. All right, get some more Impact Man energy so that I can do more dash moves. Nice. God, I love that. I love this move too much. It's so good. Like, I think I remember when I played this game, I think I might have underestimated it, but after watching a lot of after watching speedrunners take advantage of it so much, I now realize it's literally one of the best ones in this game. Like, holy crap, dude. Alrighty, Impact Man right there. Nice. I'm gonna do it again here. Perfect. Do it again here. Power gear. Nice, nice, nice. Ready. Break this guy's guard. Alright, they're gonna drop something. Huh. Dang it, they did not drop anything. How many bolts we have? Okay. And yeah, okay. I have 2 weapon tanks, cause I am gonna try to save them for Bounce Man stage, which is who we're gonna be taking on after this. More of this section that we gotta go through. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Alright, gotta time our jump right here. Yeah, I know that's the devs designing. I know that's the devs designing it like that on purpose. Oh, they know. They definitely know. Alright, I'll need more of this. Ah, I messed it up. That's fine. And also, I just think thing about this level is how those red toxic enemies or whatever they're called, when they spit their green goo onto this what is it, this liquid right here, when it turns green, that's when they will do damage. So best to keep that in mind. Take an acid bath. What do you mean by that? But anyways, this is Acid Man, who's actually one of the easiest robot masters in this game. So yeah, so we can get rid of his shield. So we can get rid of his shield with Block Man, and then when you get rid of his shield, he will jump to Mega Man's current location and shoot 3 bullets directly at Mega Man's position. Alright, so we are gonna use our weapon tech right here because I ended up wasting a few. You're dead. Wow, he was about to shoot. He was about to shoot his acid thing again. But there we go, easy peasy. Woo! Alrighty, and by defeating him, we get his weapon called the Acid Barrier. And let's try it out. So it says press the attack button to generate an acid barrier and block incoming shots. Try it while power gear is active for a super corrosive barrier that melts enemies. So I am using it right now to avoid being attacked, obviously. But yeah, so this is pretty much this game's shield weapon. To where Mega Man can activate the shield and can also shoot. So yeah, super useful. Very useful for several situations. So yeah, always some good stuff. Always some good stuff. Whoa. Okay, it blocks projectiles. Okay, so I remember. And if you use the power gear version, it can block actual enemies. So yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Anyways, save my data, of course. Alrighty, I have. Oh my god, I only have one weapon tank. Ooh. Yeah, just in case I am gonna purchase. I'm gonna purchase more. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna try. Then I'm gonna try to collect as many screws as I can. Anyways, we're gonna be taking on Bounce Man next, as he is weak to Impact Man. And he's actually one of the easiest bosses to kill before he gets a chance to use his before he gets a chance to use his gear type move. I forgot to bring this up, but yeah, so I think a speedrunner had one of the speedrunners had mentioned this. But the four some of the robot masters oh my god. I need to get a drink of water. My throat's killing me. Alright, my bad. Oh jeez, my throat's killing me. But anyways, I was saying, so some of the robot masters in this game can use speed gear, while others can use power gear. And Bounce Man is capable of using speed gear in his fight. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to defeat him before he gets a chance to do so. So here we are on his stage right here. To where, oh god, that was close. Almost got hit by that enemy there. To where his main gimmick is that, it's got these balloons that Mega Man can bounce on, as well as that spring right there, which I believe maybe or could be a callback to Spring Man stage from Mega Man 7. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyways, alright, so dash over here. Alright, dash through these enemies. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some screws out of them if I can. I'll use my charge shot. Huh. And he didn't drop anything, god dang it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really hoping the RNG gives me some good luck on the amount of screws that I will need for more weapon tanks, as well as some parts that I will need for the final few stages. I could just do that out of the way. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use a power driver over here. Alright, speed gear and rush jet. Nope, okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Okay. Try again. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'll just do this. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work like that. Okay. Yeah, I can do this. Come on, drop something, please. Thank you. Okay, good. I do wish that was a bigger one. I'll be on my face. Okay, nice. One of the lyric enemies dropped a bigger screw. Okay. Get rid of that cannon, which is another returning enemy from Mega Man 4. Alright, can I get this off? Let's go. First try. So, another trick that I learned from speedrunners. Use the rush jet as a platform. Alright, get out of my way, please. Oh, come on. How did you survive that? There you go. There we go. Which one will I need? Oh yeah, I haven't even mentioned this yet, but or actually I did, but I didn't point it out. But the game did tell us at the beginning that you can use the right analog stick to switch between weapons. So yeah, pretty cool. And I'm really hoping dual override has this. So yeah, so this is the first Mega Man game to feature this, and yeah, this is gonna prove super useful. And another game, and another Mega Man game that did this, as far as I know, unless the Star Force Legacy Collection has that. I still have not played that collection yet. But the Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection, if you're playing Mega Man ZX or ZX Advent, it also lets you use the red analog stick as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. But anyways, so I will need some more. Yeah, okay, I'll probably need some more rush energy. Yeah, so that I can do that. Alright, coming up with some mini boss. Up against this frog. Alright, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Nice. And that low-key kind of reminds me of that one frog boss from Mega Man 02. I think his name was Burple Heckelot or something. I actually streamed the Zero series on Twitch 2 months ago, so I'm still forgetting about a lot of things. Anyways, typical Mega Man fashion right there, to where there are enemies that are going to jump out from pits to try to blindside you. So I'm gonna make sure that does not happen. And get rid of that annoying cannon enemy. Alright, come out, dude, come out. I know you're there. There you go. Be extra careful. Nice. Boing. And those new enemies right there, that carry those weapon pickups or sometimes even lives. Those guys are called anti-eddies, and you gotta make sure to kill them as quickly as possible before they get away. So yeah, so it's best to use speed gear in order to take them out very quickly before they have a chance of getting away. But yeah, highly recommend that. I love the theme for the stage. It's so peaceful. I feel like this stage seems like a mix of Spring Man stage and Clown Man stage. This stage seems like a mix of Spring Man stage from Mega Man 7, Clown Man stage from Mega Man 8, and Magic Man stage from Mega Man and Base. Even though that last one reuses design assets from Clown Man stage, but still. Speed gear. Nice. Take advantage of the rush jet trick. Bop. Nice. Huh. Psh, psh. I can't believe I got that first try. Let's freaking go. Alright, so coming up is another frog mini boss that's being controlled by a clown. Alright, so let's see if we can get this off. Come on. There we go. And get out of here. Wow, okay. Okay, so that guy decided to give me a favorable pattern there, thinking this. Nice, okay. Managed to get that off. Oh yeah, oh my god. This trick right here, I don't know how those speedrunners do it, but I think they do it like this. Oh my god, but I don't want to risk wasting my rush energy, but let's see if I can get it off here. Alright, so use speed gear. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. It's so tricky. But yeah, there is a weapon tank right there, so I'm gonna try to grab it. Alright, I'm gonna use Acid Man. Funnily enough, Acid Man kind of reminds me a whole lot of Toxic Seahorse from Mega Man X3. Maybe because they're both acid type robots, probably. Yeah. Try to concentrate here. So thankfully, with the acid barrier, we can negate attacks, or at the very least, the power gear version of the move. We can negate enemy attacks as well as the enemies themselves. So helps out a lot. Oh god, and how are you supposed to get this? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use this. Oh my god. How are you supposed to reach that? Oh my god. I don't know how you're supposed to reach that weapon tank. Anyways, I'm gonna try to play it safe here. I know these enemies respawn. Yep. Okay. I better be careful. Out of my face, stupid lyric enemies. Stop trying to follow me. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to grab that without using speedrunning tricks. I don't know how those speedrunners do it. Alright. Immobilize that for a bit. Boing, 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 boing. That's it down. Alright, jump down here so that we can bounce super high. And we're gonna do it again right here. Whoosh. Very nice. Okay, thinking this. Okay, so I didn't need to use another weapon tank. Thinking this. Alright, you get out of here. And still did not drop anything. What gives? Oh my god. This game is not giving me good RNG for whatever reason. Alright, will I need it? Let's see if this is enough. Or on second thought. Oh my god, will I need it? Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. If I have enough to kill Bounce Man here before he gets a chance to use his speed gear.
Let's get hopping.
I jump. Let's go! I got it! I managed to get it off first try. Okay, turns out I did not need the weapon tank after all. Oh, thank goodness. I can't believe I managed to get it off in this video. As I have done that many times during my practice runs. But dang, just straight up made Bounce Man look like a total joke. Like his design is already pretty ridiculous, but man, turns out him himself is also a pushover. But by defeating him, we get the bounce ball, so let's try it. It says launch a trio of rubber balls that bounce around the screen. Turn on power gear to launch 6 balls to your left and right. Nice. So as what we just saw, and as what we're seeing right now, Mega Man can fire. Yeah. Okay. How many does he fire? I think he fires 3 or 4. Yeah. Okay, it's 3. So he fires 3. And we're using the power gear version of the move? Oh, wow. Wait, what? Hold up. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so so the game says that Mega Man fires 6 balls to both his left and right. So literally both sides, so I mean, I guess it's somewhat of a screen nuke, not kind of. I mean, obviously, Tundra Man's weapon is obviously a better example of the screen nuke, but yeah. And of course, you can aim upwards or downwards. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, we're gonna save. Jeez, okay. So turns out the game only gave us only 100. Wait, how many? Yeah, only 10 bolts for some reason. That's so weird.
It's so good to see you safe. Try combining upgrade parts to turn the battle in your favor.
Yo, Mega.
Yep, thanks for the advice, Dr. Light. So we are going to equip this right here, the speed gear booster, which allows Mega Man to move at normal speed while using the speed gear. And it is 300, so we will need it. I was hoping we would get a lot more. Part complete. So yeah, we will be needing it for this next stage. So at this rate, I may have to farm for a lot of screws so that I will need some more weapon tanks and the next few parts, and potentially some E-tanks if necessary. Anyways, we're gonna be taking on Fuse Man next, as he is the final robot master we are taking on, and he is weak to Bounce Man. So here we go. And it's got these telebots, which thankfully do not attempt to follow or chase you. this time, they are engulfed with they are engulfed in the shield of lightning. So yeah, if you look at the designs, yeah, it's literally the telebots that we've been seeing in the past games. So yeah, so thankfully they don't attempt to chase Mega Man this time. Instead, they are just moving straight forward while being surrounded by the yellow electrical shields and whatnot. But anyways, so we have the speed gear booster on. So yeah, Mega Man can move at normal speed while the speed gear is active, and this pretty much implies that he's literally the fastest thing alive, and also unstoppable as well. So yeah, very crazy. So it's things like this as to why I really low-key like Mega Man 11. Like Mega Man 11 is such a good game, especially if you learn tricks from the speedrunners. It pretty much makes you know, doing these playthroughs even more fun. You know, even more fun than usual. So yeah, especially we can do tricks like that. You know, with the rush jet. Alright, come on. Can I get this off? There we go. And how you can literally do tricks like that by using rush jet as a platform. So yeah, this game, a very enjoyable masterpiece. Okay. Anyway, break that dude's guard. I also love the fact that you can literally just smash through the shielded. You can actually smash through the shielded enemy's guard in this game. So yeah, always so helpful. And we're gonna use Power Driver right here. Whoosh. Nice. God, I love this move too much. This is why I've been saying in all of my Mega Man videos, if you want to learn about these tricks, watch the speedrun videos, as they do help out a lot. I don't understand why most casual players have the mindset of criticizing speedrunners for essentially cheating, like, you know, for using tricks. And even that's the case, the main reason why they use glitches is to save time in the runs. So like, I really don't know what gives. Alright, this mini boss took a lot more bounce man hits than necessary. Usually I hit him twice and he's dead, but I don't know, maybe I'm mistiming it or whatnot. Maybe I'm probably mistiming it or something. I don't know, but either way. Alrighty, we will be needing some more screws. I may have to do some farming. Off camera, obviously, since I am gonna cut that from the video. Alright, perfect. Whoosh. Nice. Come on, climb down. Alright, get out of here, stupid bat. They decide to bring back those enemies too. I don't remember the last time I've seen them. I think since Mega Man. Yeah, I think since Mega Man 8. Since surprisingly they were not in Mega Man 9 or 10. Yeah, rather surprising. Rather surprising, I might add. Oop, I'm gonna try again. There we go. God, I love that trick. Nice. Oh, wow. They decided to bring back this enemy from Mega Man 6? Jeez. Seeing a lot of callbacks to older games. That's pretty crazy. Anyway. Timer jumps here. So yeah, with the speed gear booster upgrade, it makes going through these sections much more faster. Thank goodness. There we go. Alright, not gonna try to go for that E-tank, as we do not need it. There we go. Alrighty, and now we've made it to Fuse Man. As again, he is weak to Bounce Man.
How could I refuse?
Prepare to diode? Is that what he said? What the heck does that mean? Anyway, so his main attack is that he's going to launch his electrical projectiles that will go across the screen, and also at the same time, okay. Also at the same time, he's going to shoot his lasers at you. Directly where Mega Man is. Oh my god, I'm messing up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thankfully with the speed gear booster, when he uses his speed gear, his attacks get a lot easier to avoid. And he has been defeated. Block out! Yeah, this is pretty much like Mega Man 8, to where some of the boss quotes can be outright ridiculous but funny at times. Oh Jesus! At least like with Mega Man's case, I mean, like the voice acting in that game was so bad it's funny. Like especially with how Grenade Man goes, "Oh yeah!" every time he's hit by his own flash bomb attack. So yeah, it's always so funny. Anyways, by defeating Fuse Man, we have access to his ability, which is called the Scramble Thunder. It says, unleash cracking bolts of electricity that speed along the ground. Try it with the power gear active up to the voltage, making shots pierce through multiple enemies. Alright. Now that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, okay, you have to shoot upwards. Okay, that's what I just remembered. Huh. Huh. Ah, dang. I thought I could avoid that. Huh. Okay, I gotta use, gotta hit L2. Nice. Yeah, this is very useful. Ha! Ha! Huh! Huh! Ha! Ha! So yeah, so this is, it's kind of like, kind of similar to Spark Mandrill's weapon from Mega Man X1. But yes, to where like it literally goes across the ground. Also kind of reminds me of the Saber Smash EX skill from Mega Man 03 almost. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Otto, do you have any idea where Wily's gone to?
He's totally vanished, Mega Buddy. Maybe he decided to turn tail and run.
I doubt it.
Huh?
I like how it's showing the Robot Master screen up there.
There's someone hijacking our signal.
That's gotta be Wily, right?
Indeed it could.
Yep, knew it.
My genius neither runs nor hides.
Bro never changes. There he is.
Wily. Light than you, Mega Man. How dare you use my double gear system? Now you've crossed the line. I'll turn you into scrap myself. I'm at point E1685578.
What?
Come to my gear fortress. I'll be waiting for you.
Wait, why are you giving him his location? You're giving him a reason to beat you.
That's all we needed. I'm heading out, Dr. Light.
It's time to finish this. Good luck, Mega Man. It's up to you to stop Dr. Wily.
Yes, sir.
You can do it, Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mega, be careful out there.
Okay.
I always found it weird how they referred to Rock as Mega for some reason. And according to Jay's reviews, when he reviewed this game, this was already the case for Mega Man Powered Up on the PSP, in which I've never played actually, which is why it's being skipped in this retrospective since I never owned the PSP. But yeah, I always found that weird. Like I thought his name, like when he's not in his Mega Man tier, that his real name is Rock. Before because like when Dr. Light built him, he was actually a household. He was actually a household worker of some sort before he was upgraded into Mega Man. And from then on, he was known, and since then he was always known as Rock. Even the previous games have mentioned this, but for some reason, for this game and Mega Man Powered Up, they refer to him as Mega now. Like, why is that? Cause like I always thought, like in universe, like Rock is his actual name, and how him becoming Mega and him becoming hit and that him in his fighting, in his suit tier is Mega Man. But like, why did they refer to him as Mega now? I just find that quite odd. I do find that quite odd. But yes. So anyways, Dr. Wily again is back to his typical shenanigans once again, he's done the same things for like in the past 12 games now. It's like he just never changes, especially with how, you know, in Mega Man 9, Proto Man tried to warn Mega Man that Wily was trying to trick him with a fake Dr. Light robot, but Mega Man just did not listen and fell for it anyways. It's like, it makes no sense, but more on that later. Anyways, how much bolts do we have? Let me save again. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to farm for a lot of bolts. Alright, so we're gonna revisit Black Man stage because I will be needing a lot of these. So yeah, so I believe this, or I don't know what's the best stage for farming. I don't know what's the best stage for farming for these screws. But I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna try to get this next one right here. Yes. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the stage select. Yeah. Okay. I think the best to farm for screws is Tundra Man. Yeah. So yeah, because these snowflake enemies will infinitely respawn. Yeah, so I will be trying to grind for a lot of these. So yeah, so I'm hoping one of them drops a bigger one. We're getting small ones. Okay, we got a bigger one. Alright, perfect. Yeah. Anyways, I will cut to when I have enough screws. When I have enough screws to get the next set of upgrades and weapon tech. So I shall return. Alright, so I am back. So I managed to get up to at least 1,600 screws. So
stand on the threshold of the final battle. Please be fully prepared before you go further.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
Okay, Mega,
Yeah, so
what
gonna
would
spend the last couple of mounts
Are
on.
you sure?
Actually, no. We're going to. So we're gonna get this next one right here, if I could find it. Here it is. This is the cooling system. It says provides more efficient heat removal. So the gear, it says provides more efficient heat removal. So the gear gauge recharges faster. So
This is what you want, buddy?
yes, I am sure, Otto.
And there you have it. Part complete.
Part complete. So yeah, so this will be very useful in the Wily stages, which is called Gear Fortress, as what the Mad Doctor said in that cutscene. What else will we need? Okay, we will need energy balancer.
And there you
Hex
have it.
yeah.
Part complete.
Part complete. This is auto charge chip. It says auto charges the Mega Buster. Shooting normally while charging will reset the charge progress. Okay, we are not going to be needing that. This says Buster Plus chip. Increases the Mega Buster's energy output. Makes the shots a little bigger so they're more likely to hit enemies. Well, we need it. Oh my god, it's so hard to choose. Okay,
This is what you want, buddy?
we'll get this, I guess.
And there you have
See if it's useful.
it. Complete.
Yeah, perfect. Alright.
Okay, Mega. Little
Alrighty,
is
let's
you
spend the rest on weapon tanks and
Are you sure?
maybe a few E tanks.
Already. Are you sure? Ta-da!
Alrighty.
Already. Are you sure? Already.
I think that's pretty much it.
out there,
I don't think I'll need more
Are you sure?
I don't think I'll need more E tanks, so it's just the weapon tanks that I will be needing later on. Let's see, super guard. Oh wow, it says halves all damage taken during the stage where you use this item. The effect ends when you die or complete a stage. Do I need this?
Are you sure?
Yeah, just in case, why not?
Already. Good luck out there.
Alrighty. Now we're going to save and do the final stages. And again, I'm so actually no, not again. I didn't even say this yet, but I'm so glad that this game is not 8-bit anymore. It finally decided to use a new graphic. It finally decided to use a new graphic and visual style like Mega Man 7 and 8 did, to where it's a 2D, it's a 2.5D type platformer. So yeah, always some good stuff. So I'm honestly glad that it will remain true for dual override. Anyways, let's get into the Wily stages. There he is. Wily's still doing basic Wily things. Is anybody even surprised at this point? Because I am sure not. So he's got his new fortress called the Gear Fortress. Not sure why he decided to give away his location, because he's pretty much just giving Mega Man a chance to stop him once more. But I don't know. Either way though. And very interestingly, so it's pretty much just doing what the game since Mega Man 7 has done. Since the thing I liked about Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 is that you get to play through like the first set of castle stages, and then when Dr. Wily shows up, then we do his stages. So yeah, I kind of missed out, honestly. I'm really hoping we see that for dual override. So anyways, yeah, we should be good. Alrighty, let's do it. And people have mentioned this about Mega Man 10 and 9 that I forgot to bring up when doing those videos. But for whatever reason, the second you enter the Wily Castle stages, you're pretty much just stuck there for the rest of the game. Because like if you leave and then boot up the game, you'd actually have to start from the first Wily stage again. So thankfully that's not the case for this game. Anyway, so this is Gear Fortress stage 1, and I'm going to do this trick. Nice, let's go. Ah, damn, okay, I thought I was gonna make that, but either way, I managed to skip most of that. So yeah, I love that trick so much. It is so useful, so useful. All right, speed gear, so that we can move, so that we can still maintain our speed while time is slowing down. I'm gonna do it again here. Nice. All right, so very tricky section. So I am going to use Acid Man to ensure that these enemies do not knock us into the pits. I will use speed gear right here. Alright, perfect. Ooh. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna use it right here. Nice. Oop, okay. Alright, thankfully because I have the cooling system, our gear gauge will recharge faster. So it's also gonna be super useful on these stages. Nice, and being able to avoid all those enemies there too. God, I like this game. This game is so great because of stuff like that. Very useful. Anyways, got the return of the disappearing and reappearing blocks that have been in every game since the very first one. So I ain't surprised anymore. All right. Can we time this? Okay, I actually didn't need to use Acid Man there. Not sure why though, but all good though. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, okay. Use speed gear right here. Wait for it. Okay, now. Perfect. Alright, now I'm gonna use Acid Man. Then do the screen nuke. Then do this. Alright, can I get this off? Yeah, let's see if I can get this. Let's see if I can get this off. Perfect! First try. I got that first try. Let's freaking go. Ooh, alright, just to play it safe, I'm gonna unequip this right here, the speed gear booster, so that they decided to reference Mega Man 6 right here before the boss rush of that game. Gate stage 3, I think, or Sigma stage rather. Since I mean, I will eventually get to Mega Man X6 for the Mega Man X Retrospective, even though I do not enjoy that game. But yeah, they decided to reference that game with with that spike. With those spike walls right there. Anyways, use our weapon tanks so that I can do this. Nice. Dang. I just love doing that. Oh my god. It is so much fun. Ooh. Oh, okay. I forgot to equip this. Oops. Speed gear. Nice. And again, I just love how it implies that Mega Man moves twice as fast with the upgrade. It's so useful. All right, here we go. The boss of, oh god, the first boss of Gear Fortress Ryan, and of course it's the freaking Yellow Devil. Of course they're gonna bring him back in this game. Why am I not surprised? Anyways, let me concentrate right here. All right, do this. Nice. So yeah, he is this version of Yellow Devil is weak to Blast Man. Jump. Never mind. I was too late. Gotta duck. Alright, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Okay. Yeah, it's always random on what attack Yellow Devil is going to do. Sometimes he will shoot a projectile, otherwise he will split into 19 pieces like in the original fight from Mega Man 1. Or other times he will shoot 5 get destroyed. Other times he will shoot 5 red energy balls at Mega Man. So yeah. So unfortunately it is affected by RNG. But yes, we saw so that version of Yellow Devil that we just fought, that is the Yellow Devil Mark III. So pretty much an upgraded version of the one that we saw in Mega Man 3. As like its design uses the original, like its design is the same as the original Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. But it pretty much has similar attack patterns to the Yellow Devil Mark III. And this is overall let me count. Yeah, this is overall the 5th version of Yellow Devil that we fought. I mean, unless if you want to count the twin devil from Mega Man 9 and the block devil from Mega Man 10. But really, I mean, those bosses were still different. I mean, they were similar to Yellow Devil, but it's not in a way, you know, that's similar to, to the previous Yellow Devils that we fought, because like the first one that we encountered in this retrospective was the original from Mega Man 1. The second was Mark II from Mega Man 3. The third was the green devil in Mega Man 8 and Mega Man and Base. The fourth one that we encountered was Dark Moon from Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. So yeah, this is the 5th one that we fought against in this retrospective. It's crazy. And also, another great thing about this game's Wily stage is that they allow you to save your progress. So yeah, because if this were Mega Man 9 or 10 or any of the NES games, yeah, you'd pretty much had to start from the beginning if you quit the game. Anyways, on to Gear Fortress 2, which thankfully is a lot easier than Gear Fortress 1, as these enemies don't really take that much effort to take down, as well as pretty much everything else. So yeah, does have some set pieces here and there. Alright, use Torchman to blow this up. Nice. I can take a hit, it's fine. Alrighty, so there we go. So pretty much one of the gimmicks of the stage is that Mega Man is being chased by this wall moving gimmick. By that wall that has a skull for a face. Dr. Wily still has an obsession with skulls. I'm not sure why. And also I forgot to bring this up, but I also like how in the opening cutscene, which used the Ace Attorney styled artwork for the characters, where how when we saw Dr. Wily in his bed, he's actually wearing skull themed pajamas. I actually mentioned that back in my Mega Man 4 video, which is now a year old, by the way. But yeah, so now you guys finally get to see it in this game, which is pretty hilarious. Anyway, get rid of these Sniper Joes with Blockman. Nice. I need to use Blockman a lot. I need to start using Blockman a whole lot more. Alright, get out of my face, please. Goodness. Can't be interfering like that. Oh no! I had it. I had it right there. I messed it up. I literally had it right there. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I know I could have gotten that off the first try. I just did not believe. I just didn't believe. Alright, do I have... Yeah, I have energy balancer. Yeah, perfect, okay. So, yeah, so I'm glad that the energy balancer is in this game as well. Okay, we'll be needing more of this. Okay, I'm not sure why I didn't recharge Tundra Man's weapon there. Weird. Anyway, blow this dude up with Blast Man right there, as that is what he is weak to. Alright, get out of here, Sniper Joe. Alright, very treacherous part right here. Oh, I haven't even used Fuse Man's weapon yet. Right, there we go. But yeah, this game's special weapons are probably some of the best ones in the entire series. Like pretty much right up there with Mega Man 4, Mega Man 8. What else? It's right up there with oh my god, I need to think. It's right there with Mega Man 4, Mega Man 8, Mega Man 9, and Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. So yeah, this game is definitely right up there with them. And Speed Gear. Alrighty, another section to where you had to run from this wall thing, this moving wall thing. Gotta make sure to eliminate several enemies that are in your path. Yeah, use Torch Man. Use the Power Cube version of the move. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this. Alright, yeah. Slam your hammer. So that I can do this. Whoosh. Take this. Perfect. Ready. Put in that work so far. Which one we'll need? Okay. Props this. And we'll need some more of this as well. Again, I just love being able to switch to any weapon. I love being able to switch to any weapon with the right analog stick. One of the best features that they ever added. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll just do this. Okay. Ooh, oh my god, that was close. Yeah, if I was too high right there, I could have gotten killed by that spike. Alright, all good though, all good. And I love the Gear Fortress theme. It's probably one of the best ones in this game. Nice. So thankfully, because we have the speed geared booster upgrade, those walls will not be able to catch up to us. Out of my face, and you out of my face, stupid Sniper Joe. In that mech, in which they brought back from Mega Man 2 as well. Ooh, okay. Unfortunately, I'm a little low on health, so I may need it right here. Because coming up is a mini boss, and it is weak to Bounce Man. All right, so I do not remember the name of this thing. Thankfully, this game does have a database like the Mega Man Legacy collections do. Right. Let's just concentrate here. Wait. Okay. Okay, it's gonna do its desperation attack now. Nope. Alright, where's it gonna teleport to? Over here. Get out of here. Let's go. Oh, thank God! Thank you, speedrunners, for essentially helping me get better at this game. Because I remember when I first played this back in 2019, I struggled a lot with that boss. But now as of recently, after my practice runs in preparation for this video, I can beat him easily now. So good stuff. Anyway, save our data, of course. Alrighty, and I still have enough W tanks, so no need to go back into the shop. Alright, here we go. Gear Fortress 3. Ready. Oop. Those guys stood no chance right there. Mega Man is just literally plowing through them like nothing. Oh boy, of course this wouldn't be a Mega Man game without the boss rush. This has been in literally every single game since Mega Man 2, so literally nothing more to comment on at this point. So anyways, we're going to be taking out Blockman first. And once again, I am going to manipulate his AI into jumping towards me. Yeah, so he's going to jump over here. And then I'm going to do this. Very nice. Alright, so he's gonna use his power gear to transform into his giant form. Alright, let's see if I can get this up. Alright, turn around, please. There we go. Let's go! That, I can't believe I managed to get that off. Alright, where's he gonna go? Alright, right here. Get out of here! Alrighty, much better Blockman fight this time. Oh my god, I actually, from once I got good look on that fight. Let's freaking go. Especially with the speed gear booster. It helped out a lot. So yeah, sorry Blockman, you stood no chance. Anyways, next up is Fuse Man. And thankfully he should be, or I don't know, he was already, like his speed gear move was already really easy to avoid. With our speed gear booster. Nope. Alright, high vultures, alright, be ready to dodge. Yeah, he always teleports. Jesus Christ. He always teleports to Mega Man. To Mega Man's current location. Alright, dodge. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that is a very tricky... That is a very hard attack to avoid. Oh god, okay. I didn't think he'd appear in front of me. Dang it. Dang! Oh my god. That was funny. Right as he activated his speed gear, he instantly got he instantly died from one of the Bounce Man balloons. That was funny. He literally got interrupted at the last second. Dang. Dang, that was on you, Fuse Man. You waited a little too late to activate it again. That was funny. Okay, that's gonna be the highlight of this video. Anyways, next up is Tundra Man. You were saying, bro? Alrighty, and he's actually weak to he's weak to Fuse Man, by the way. Ha! Nice. Get out of here, Tundra Man. Oh my god, it's so hilarious with the way Fuse Man died. When the second he activated his speed gear. Jeez. Bro waited a little too late. God damn, that was so funny. Anyways, next up is Tundra Man. Nice. It's over. There we go. Okay. Okay, it appears as though Torchman has some sort of invincibility frames during his power gear move. That's really weird. I forgot to go in here, but this is Acid Man. Yeah, good luck with that, dude. Good luck with that. Alrighty. Jump over here. Shoot your blast. Nope. Alright, speed gear. Dang it. Get out of here, Acid Man. I love his voice. It sounds familiar. I can't put my finger on it. Anyways, 3 more to go. So this one is who? Blast Man. Alright, this dude is a tricky one. Bro just called me a dud. How disrespectful. Anyways, speed gear. Nope, you're not getting away. Okay, unfortunately, he had time to use his power gear. It don't matter though, with my speed gear boot. Oh, okay, never mind. You managed to hit me there. Alright, there we go. It don't matter. You still suck, Blast Man. You still suck. Alright, grab the health pickup. Alright, next up is, I think, Bounce Man. Yep, it is. It's Bounce Man. Bounce Man. Bounce time. Alright, throw your punch. Ooh. Oh no, I ran out. Shoot. Okay, he's gonna. Okay, unfortunately, he is gonna have a chance at using his speed gear. So So we're gonna have to sit through this cycle, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm gonna try to dodge it. Okay, nope, too late, he got too close. Alright, there we go. At least I managed to beat him before he had a chance to use his speed gear on the first round. Or the first fight I made, guys. Alrighty, next up is Impact Man, and he's actually weak to Acid Man, but you don't actually need it. Since you can already beat him quickly with the use of the power gear. Impact! Whoosh. Right, come on, dude, stop jumping. Okay, do that instead, that's fine. Whoosh. Nice. Alright, now he's gonna use his power gear to transform once again into a giant drill. There's no escape! the way he shouts is so funny. I don't know why. He's gonna come down. Take this! Nope. Get out of here. Yeah, you don't even need his weakness. Well, you can just do. Well, you can do just that. Crazy. Alrighty. So that's all of the robot masters, and thankfully, unlike in all the other games, they don't take place in the same stage as the final boss. Thank God. That was the problem that I had in a lot of that was a problem that I've had in a lot of the past games. So thank God this game does not do that. Oh, thank goodness. Alrighty. Because what was the last game that did this? I think it was Mega Man 3. I want to say. So yeah. Or unless it was one of the Game Boy games, I might have to replay them. But yeah. Because the only one I played for this retrospective was Game Boy Mega Man 5. Anyways, final stage, Gear Fortress Stage 4. Oh dang, it's rather disappointing how unlike the previous 4 games, to where they all had their own Wily stage theme, this game only has one Wily stage theme. So yeah, that's rather odd. I find it disappointing how they didn't create more themes for each Wily stage. It would have been nice. Oh well though. Alrighty, I'm not gonna try. Okay, never mind. Okay, that works. So, another trick that I've learned from speedrunners. Okay, get this guy out of the way. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, that was close. I didn't even see that enemy there. He almost shot us there. Alright, there we go. Yeah, a lot of people believe that this is an auto scroller, but really though, that you can actually skip those platforms there. But yeah. And also another good thing about this game is that unlike Mega Man 9 and 10, whenever you enter a new Wily stage, all of your weapon energy will be refilled. So thank God. Because again, as much as I love Mega Man 9 and 10, I feel like they just made it I feel like they made it way too retro style heavy, you know, with the first 6 NES games. And what is this? What is the? Wait, is this how is this where Dr. Wily placed Light's Robot Masters, like inside these chambers? I don't know. The game never elaborates on that, so I don't really know. Anyways.
Mega Man, congratulations are in order. Congratulations to me, that is. My doppelganger did all the work.
Show yourself, Wily! I won't let you get away with all this!
Just try and stop me if you think you can.
If you think you can.
End of the line, Mega Man.
End of the line, Mega Man. I love Dr. Wily's line deliveries in this game. Because man, oh man. Oh god, I still had my power gear on. But yeah, Keith Silverstein does an extra job. Excellent job with Wily's role. Oh my god. And already I'm second right now. There we go. So this first phase of Wily, he's oh nope. Not today, Wily. Not happening. But he's weak to Blast Man, but he's also weak to Acid Man as well. So I'm gonna try to use this. Oop. There we go, so that I can do this. And then he's gonna do this, but it don't matter. Because we managed to make mincemeat out of this old ass coot. But of course it ain't over yet, as he does have a second phase. This is just the beginning, he says. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this trick. There we go. Yeah, so apparently the shield does more. Oh god, I almost missed it. The acid barrier shield does more damage than. Okay, I'm gonna use my E-tank. Does more damage than its actual bullets. Okay. All right, where are you going? Wily always wins, he says. Oop. Whoa! Oh god. Come on. Okay, use my weapon tech. I didn't realize I ran out. Oh, where is he going? I can't hit him from here. Oh my god, he keeps interrupting me. There we go. Okay, he has been destroyed. Okay, thank god. I was hoping I would kill him before he does his Wily always wins move with his speed gear, but yeah.
Give up, Wily.
You leave me no choice. Time for plan B.
What the heck?
Spare me. I'm a helpless old man.
Come on, dude.
Mercy, Mega Man.
Stop.
Enough! You can't fool me that easily.
Yeah, right? He's done like so many times now.
But don't act so cocky. I didn't lose to you. I lost to my own technology, my double gear. I'm the greatest. I'm a genius.
Dude has an ego.
My. Will you never learn from your mistakes?
Our dad, Dr. Light, is here.
Light. What are you doing here? You plagiarist.
Open your eyes, Wily. Look at Mega Man and tell me what you see.
All I see is the instrument of my downfall.
Mega Man wields tremendous power, but he has the intelligence to use it wisely. He's your vision and mine combined. If our ideas are
Wily's face right there. Wily's face right here.
Mega Man would be the result. We achieved this together. It's not too late, Albert. Atone for your crimes and join me again.
Silence! My plans have only just begun, you fool! And I won't stop until I see both of you kneeling before me in utter defeat!
Of course he gets away.
Remember this! Dr. Wily always strikes again! Farewell!
Wily!
Ah, man.
My old friend, perhaps our gears will never mesh together.
Oh.
Doctor, the fortress is collapsing! Ah! I've been searching all over the place for you!
Ah, Otto! Did you succeed?
All good, Doc! But if you don't mind my saying so, I think it's about time we blow this joint! Dr. Light, follow me!
It's Mega Man 5 all over again. Literally the same thing happened. Literally the same thing happened at the end of the game. At the end of that game as well. But yeah, that's the end of Mega Man 11. So yeah, surprisingly shorter than even Mega Man. Or actually, no, I think it's as short as Mega Man 9 and 10 were. Because Mega Man 7 and 8 were considerably longer games than this, surprisingly. Because they had they both had intro stages and a middle stage, and Mega Man and Base as well. Since I still consider that game canon to the main timeline, even though that's a spin-off. But yeah, that was it for Mega Man 10. I do love this game, and again, one of the I'm so glad that unlike the past two mainline entries, Mega Man 9 and 10, this game is presented in a 2.5D type style graphic game. So yeah. Anyways, voice actors. Mega Man is voiced by Ben Diskin. A perfect role for the character. Dr. Light by Doug Stone. Dr. Wily by Keith Silverstein. Love him as Wily. Yeah, Otto is voiced by Chris Hackney. Oh, Rush is voiced by John Bailey. Interesting, I didn't even know that. Mark Swin, Todd, Chris. Okay, 2 more people. Okay, so 2 people named Chris. Torchman was voiced by John Bailey as well. Interesting. And Bounceman was voiced by Bonnie Gordon. As that's actually an actress. So yeah, because if you can tell, you know, by his voice, yeah, it's clear he's clearly voiced by. He is very clearly voiced by a woman. But yeah. Anna, this is our second. Second credit screen, of course. But yeah, like I said though, I very much enjoyed Mega Man 11. It's pretty much the same as with Mega Man 8. As after doing so many practice runs on this game, after learning advanced techniques from speedrunners, I've grown to liking this game a lot more than I initially did when I first played it back in 2019. Because by the time I played this game for the first time, I was still relatively new to the franchise, and it was during the time where I was more into the Mega Man X series, as I've always preferred those games for how fast paced they were and all that. But then 5 years later, around 2024, I've grown to start liking the classic series a lot more, especially when covering them for this retrospective, and like knowing all these things that led up to the X series, which is pretty crazy, honestly. And speaking of which, in that cutscene before Dr. Light calls Rush, in that flashback, Wily said that robots could actually become heroes and whatnot in the future, and for some reason, Dr. Light didn't agree with him and thought that would you know, it wouldn't really work or whatever. At least what he said during that flashback. And it turns out that Wily was actually correct if we look at the X series and the Zero series, because I don't know when it's stated at some point he starts building Zero as it's actually revealed in Mega Man 2 The Power Fighters, or whatever that game was called. But yeah, at some point afterwards, he builds Zero, and Zero actually ends up becoming a good guy, because in Mega Man X4, in which I will eventually get to for the Mega Man X retrospective, where after he fights Sigma and loses, when Sigma punches his gem on his forehead, apparently his virus gets inflicted onto him. So his virus gets inflicted onto him, which is why he ended up turning evil, which is why he ended up becoming a bad guy, and how Zero ended up becoming a good guy. And that's actually further established in Mega Man X5. So that pretty much implies that Wily had built Zero with the intention of equipping a virus inside of him, which is why, which probably explains why the Reploids in the X series, who are all modeled after X by Dr. Kane, which is why they began wreaking havoc, and because of that, you rarely see any humans at all in that series, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, it's really interesting how, like, replaying through the classic games, especially for this retrospective, is that, like, they make a lot of interesting foreshadowings to the X series, and man, oh man, is it very true. And many people have stated that Dr. Wily is the reason the Maverick Wars happen, as well as the Elf Wars, which which take place at some point in between the X series and the Zero series. So yeah, a lot of pretty interesting lore in regards to the classic series, X series, Zero series even. And it's pretty crazy how it's especially interesting how in Mega Man 03, because it's revealed that Dr. Vile had revealed that the body that Zero is in is actually in a fake body, while Omega is in Zero's original body, and then Zero had to defeat him. Yeah, that would pretty much mark the end of the connection, to Zero's creator, Dr. Wily, as in Mega Man 02, X's body got destroyed by El Piso, which marked the end of the connection of X. X being created by Light. So yeah, pretty crazy lore.
Mega Man reporting home.
Right on time, Mega.
Yeah. I like how Eddie and Beat are there as well. Unfortunately, I didn't actually use them in this video. I didn't use them in Mega Man 10 either, even though I said I would. But yeah, whoops. And it was presented by Capcom, the goated gaming company.
At the rate we're going, we should have all
Oh,
eight
whoa,
robots
okay.
back on their feet
Look at
by
Otto right there
dinner
using
time.
the speaker
Doctor, did you install Mega's double gear system into Auto?
and Power Gear.
I did. I'll remove it later, of course. Just as soon as Otto's done working.
So this is why you came all the way to the Gear Fortress.
Yes.
I was wondering how you got there
We were
anyway.
able to recover all their primary components, so they should be just like new. It would be a shame to let their talents go to
Look at him
waste,
go.
when there's still so
And how
much
Beat is
good
following
they
him.
can do.
Isn't this great, Mega?
You bet.
You bet.
Otto, you're slowing down. Why don't you pick up the pace?
If I go any faster, you'll be picking up my pieces.
I love how Eddie dispensed the gear system item. Thank you for playing. Look at Blockman doing his peace sign. He's basically going peace out and take care, like I always do. But yeah, big props to everybody who took part in creating this masterpiece of a game. So big shoutouts to everybody at Capcom. And Capcom has been killing it with a lot of their releases as of recently. As earlier this year, they released Resident Evil Requiem, and they also released Pragmata, like this game to where where you play as this female android who rides this other guy who I assume is human. And yeah, I feel like that game has the potential to take place in the same universe as Mega Man, because I think the main character's name is Pragmata. I might have to. That's a game that I do plan on picking up one day. I'll even stream it because why not? Because it is a Capcom game after all. But yeah, because like there's like this one time on Twitter to where the Pragmata account had actually interacted with the official Mega Man account. So yeah, I'd love to see a crossover between the two series one day. So yeah, as always, Capcom are just literally one of the most legendary gaming franchises ever, especially with what they reviewed in the Summer Game Fest several weeks ago. But yeah. But anyways, that was it for the main game of Mega Man 11. But we are not done just yet, as I am gonna showcase some of the extra modes as well as my platinum trophy. So yes, before recording this video, I have most recently gotten the platinum for this game. So yeah, so I will be showcasing that later. Alright, so we are going to be going into this game's special modes. It's got challenges, leaderboards, and gallery. We're going to be taking a quick look at challenges, and yeah, might as well show off my platinum trophy right now. Okay, I need to go to the PS5 menu and then go right here. So here it is right here. Oop, okay, I need to switch to this. So here it is right here. I have gotten all 51 trophies for Mega Man 11. Some were easy, some were pretty tough, but thankfully it has all been done and over with. Yeah, so again, I have played this game. The first time I played this game was back in 2019, and then after I finished it for the first time, I never touched it again until 2024. 5 years later, crazy. So look through here. Yeah, so this is where I did get the rest of the trophies. Yeah, literally right here. I didn't play it again until 5 years later. That's pretty crazy. I really didn't bother to give this game another chance until 2024. After first beating it in 2019. It's pretty crazy. So got it right here. It says the Blue Bomber returns. And this is when I completed Dr. Light's trial, as it is the hardest mode in this entire game, as I will showcase immediately after this. So this was the final trophy that I got for this game, which is how I got the platinum. So it says here, the name of this trophy is titled Survival Skills, and it says complete Dr. Light's trial for the first time. This was the very last trophy that I went for before earning the platinum. And yeah, it's also got other trophies like completing the game in superhero difficulty, which was obviously notoriously difficult. This one is the speedrunning trophy, to where it says you have to complete the game on normal difficulty or harder within 60 minutes. So yeah, it's essentially the speed running trophy. And why does that look like Pac-Man right there on the trophy icon? Now I cannot unsee it. Yeah, so this was essentially the speedrunning trophy. I like to think that Capcom has watched a lot of Mega Man speedruns by that point, which is why they decided to include that. And obviously, I had to do that on a new playthrough, since it says first play. It says can improve on perfection, complete the game on casual difficulty or harder without buying or using items and parts. But yeah. Yes, but again, this was the very last one that I went for before getting the platinum. So I am going to be showcasing this mode. I'm not going to play it, but we are going to look at a time attack. Okay, so it's right down here. So it says fight through 30 ultra tough areas and reach the top. Complete at least 10 areas to upload your score to the leaderboard. So yes, I have completed it. I have completed this mode. It took me 21 minutes, so that is very long to showcase in this video. So instead, we are going to look at the leaderboards and take a look at the best, and take a look at a player's one where they got the best time. So we're gonna look at this one. This player named S16-30R. He completed this in 6 minutes and 39 seconds. So we are gonna be taking a look at his run. And it seems as though he might, so he's very obviously a speedrunner, as we're gonna be seeing this guy executing a lot of speedrunning tricks. So this is the first run, so we have to clear all those lyric enemies, and what he did right there, he killed all those with, oh my god, he killed all those with Fuse Man, and oh my god, okay, so I didn't even think about using the Rush Jet trick right there. Alright, so he has Torch Man on, so I wonder, okay, never mind. He's gonna use Impact Man. Oh, wow, okay. Dang, he made that look easy. That section, both of those, that entire section I always screw up because it's super easy to touch the spikes if you're not careful. Alright, room 5, to where it's gonna spawn these guys on their bikes while being surrounded by the metal shield that we did see in Impact Man stage and Block Man stage. Alright, nice. So pretty much for the first and maybe only time in the Classic Mega Man Retrospective, we get to see a speedrunner showcasing this. We get to watch a speedrunner play through the game. But jeez, look at that. Look how easy he's making most of these looks so far. I can never do any of this, especially in quick succession. It's pretty crazy. And of course, the developers decided to up the ante with this mode by including bosses such as the Yellow Devil Mark III. And we already know that S-16 is gonna make this guy Yellow Devil look like a total joke. Okay, use a speed gear to land another hit. Wow, nice. That was sick. He actually beat that in one cycle. So literally just like what the speedrunners did, what the actual speedrunners did. But god dang. Oh yeah, by the way, you can kill those anti eddies with power gear bounce man. By the way, because at first I thought you needed to destroy them with power gear tundra man, but turns out that the anti eddies actually take 2 tundra storm shots in order to kill, but with bounce man, they only take 1 hit. So yeah. Oh jeez. But man, I literally could not, like, you guys would not you guys would not believe that how I relieved I was when I finally beat this. This freaking mode for the first time, just to get that trophy and get the platinum. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness I never have to do this ever again, because I mean, not only is it difficult as hell, but also way too long. Because like the time I got on this was 21 minutes. Now it's only because I was pause buffering to react to enemy attack patterns, but man, oh man, it's so crazy seeing this speedrunner clear through all of these effortlessly. Literally insanity. I think it's because of all this, as well as this mode itself. That's Mega Man 11 might be the most difficult classic Mega Man game, especially if it's your first time playing. Like not even Mega Man 9 and 10 were this difficult. It's crazy. Wow, he beat that super quick. Oh my god. Like, do you see what, like, do you guys see what I mean when I say I learned tricks from speedrunners? This is one of them. It's not from this guy, but from other speedrunners who have seen speedrunning through this game, like you know, people like Ahmad or Ahmad. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. But yeah, it's people like Ahmad and CSG Demulant. Like, I know those two guys are the best Mega Man 11 speedrunners, but like seeing this guy just go through going through most of these segments, like so going through these segments like so effortlessly like this, almost feels like it's a Taz run. And still at the time of this video, there are no full Taz runs on this game. I did hear that there's like a couple, but yeah, there's yet to be any Taz runs. And I've yet to see any Taz runs on like any game from the PS4, Xbox One, or Switch, or even PC. So I don't really know if that's actually still possible, or if the emulators for PS4 or Switch are like currently stable. There's no Sonic Mania Taz either. Wow. Okay, the way he jumped through those blocks like that's gotta be like pixel perfect precision right there. But I was saying that there's not even a Sonic Mania Taz either, which is also released on the same systems as well. So yeah, maybe there could be possibility for that. Maybe in the near future, or probably in the next decade, but who knows. Alright, so let's see how S-16 beats Wily here. Alright, nice. Okay, pretty much similar to what I did in the playthrough. And what I was trying to do here is that I take a damage boost so that I activate the power so that I can activate power acid barrier. Ooh! Dang, right before he got into his speed gear phase too. Very sick. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get a chance to explain how the second phase of that fight works. So pretty much for the most part, there are times to where Wily will use his speed gear, I think, and then he pretty much just floats around the screen in a circle style, while also throwing his gears at Mega Man. And then he does another attack to where he fires like all of his gears like in a circle pattern at Mega Man's position. So I think that's pretty much how the whole fight works. And then when he's low on health, that's when he goes into a speed gear phase to where he goes, Wily always wins, you know, every time. So, but yeah. So case in point though, that is how. Okay, his name is S16, not Ishtat16. I don't know how I messed it up, but yeah. And oh wow, okay, he was already previously online, but yeah. Yeah, so figured I'd showcase that right there. Alrighty, and yeah, so I'm not really gonna do some of these. I mean, I guess we can watch some replays, whatnot. Let's see. I want to see how they go through Gear Fortress Stage 1. Since it's actually a super fun. Oh, CSG Demon Land. Okay, so he played this on PlayStation. So he actually played this on PlayStation. I kind of forgot about that. So yeah. Can we look at his replay? Yes. Okay. Not being done for some reason. But yeah, I want to see how he went through this stage. Because I actually watch a lot of his. I used to watch a lot of his videos actually on the Zero ZX Legacy collection when I was trying to go for the platinum for that game. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, spamming the block dropper. All right, very nice. So I didn't mention this, but yes, this game, like Mega Man 10, as well as the Legacy collections, do have challenge modes. So these are pretty much these are pretty much here if you want to get the platinum, or if you're on Xbox or PC, just get some extra achievements or whatever. Alright, nice, dang. But yeah, I know this guy is a professional speedrunner, but man, he's making most of this look so easy, and that right there, that's the exact same thing that I did in my playthrough, and my playthrough in this video. And wow, didn't need speed gear for that. Okay. Like, do you see how talented these speedrunners are? Like how they're pulling out cool ass tricks like this, like with perfect position and inputs. Like, god dang. And once again, I highly recommend watching these. I highly recommend watching speedrun videos because they basically teach casual players. They basically teach casual players about this game's extra mechanics that are often overlooked, and being able to exploit them during runs. Nice. Oh wow. Okay, does the chain blast strap without using speed gear? He does a damage boost. Ooh. Does he? Not. Yep, he does. He kills the yellow devil in one cycle. I can never do that. I've gotten much better at this fight, but I'm still not at their skill at beating him one cycle when Yellow Devil splits into smaller sized versions of himself. You know, the way they all start running across the screen, and then one of them will have his eye exposed, and then that's where you can land hits on him. But yeah, pretty insane stuff. It's so interesting seeing them. Oh wait, I want to show this. Okay, before we move on to the gallery, I do want to show this. Let's see, and yeah, my best time on this stage was 4 minutes, by the way. But yes, I do want to showcase this right here, to where you know how I mentioned how you can beat some robot masters before they get a chance to use their own gear. It is possible to skip Blockman's monster phase with his power gear. Like, if you're fast enough, so yeah, so I'm really hope say I think this runner, I think this player was able to do it, so because I do want to see it. Yeah, it's very possible. Dang, he killed that mini boss super quick. But yeah, I just want to show it to you guys that it's possible to kill Blockman before he enters his power gear phase. So yeah, it's a good thing that I did. It's a good thing that I did this stage 5th, because again, another reason why I don't get why people choose to take on Blockman first. But during those conveyor belt sections, if you didn't have Blastman's weapon, you would pretty much have to blow up those blocks there. Whoa, nice! He killed that mini boss super fast again. But oh yeah, seriously. But during those sections, you would have to go through them traditionally, to where you'd have to smash those walk walls in order to get past through. But yeah, instead, I just did oh wow, okay, I forgot you can blow those up with normal with the normal version of Blastman there. I somehow forgot about that. But yeah. And as I've stated in the past videos, the playthrough that you just watched, that was not a casual playthrough. As again, you saw me performing a lot of speedrunning tricks like what this dude is doing. So yeah, so if you're here for a casual run, this video is not for that. All right, let's see it. Does he kill Blockman before he gets a chance to enter his monster phase with his power gear? Does he do it? Wow, he was just about to do it right there. Right at the last second. But yes, it is possible to kill Blockman before he transforms. Dang. I can never do that. Like, I am not that quick at being able to predict Blockman's movements, to where being able to predict Blockman's movements. And I think that move that what's his player's name? Let me double check. Yeah, this player's name is Zenitsu. Okay. And wow, he also platinumed this game. But yeah, but yeah, I think that move that he just did, I think that was the double gear thing, whatever that was. Oh my god, I'm already forgetting. Yeah, to where like I already forgot, but it is the move that the game told us at the very beginning before the robot master selection screen. I think that was the move he used to kill Blockman before he had a chance to transform. I think that's what that was right there. But yeah, just want to show you guys right there that it is possible. Alrighty, and I also love the fact that this game has its own oops, didn't mean to do that. I do love the fact that this game has its own database. So we're gonna be taking a look at this, and then I'll pretty much just end out the video. Anyways, this is Lyric, an autonomous security drone that bashes into intruders. Not much of a threat on its own, but a swarm of them can cause trouble oh my god, I'm messing this up. But a swarm of them can cause trouble even to the toughest uninvited visitor. It says it appears in Blockman stage and some others. Alright, my bad, I had to blow my nose for a second. But yeah, so it says it appears in Blockman stage and a few others. I swear they also showed up in a few other stages. Yeah, they showed up in Bounce Man stage as well. Not sure why that's not mentioned here. This one is the Mawarusi, a ruler robot designed to flatten uneven ground. Its tough shell lets it ram into walls all day without suffering damage, but sometimes it loses control and plummets into pits. Yeah, that's what we saw in Blockman stage as well, which is pretty hilarious. This guy is Crunch Dawn. This all-purpose hammering robot can work with wood, metal, and even makes delicious flatbread. When its hammer swings down, it reveals the hammer maintenance platform on its head handy. Yeah, for the most part, anyways. Just for the first section of Blockman stage. Alright, this one is a Metal, a robot designed for work on construction sites where safety first, in quotes, is the golden rule. Its helmet is so safe, it can even deflect. Yeah, we already know that. We've already played like the past 12 games now. This one is Airstone, using high-tech optical camouflage to lie in and wait until an intruder approaches. This spot shows up out of nowhere and launches showers of rock-hard bullets. Yeah, so I actually forgot to bring this up when we went through Blockman stage, which also show up in Gear Fortress stage 1. But yeah, these enemies have the ability to camouflage themselves before revealing themselves and shooting their bullets in. In how many directions? Yeah, I think in 8 directions. Yeah, what it looks like. And here they are. This is the Anti-Eddie. Hiding underground. This sinister mockery of Mega Man's buddy Eddie will snatch up items and carry them away. It was designed to attack Mega Man, but for some reason, it always runs away instead. Cowards. But yeah, this enemy is literally the evil version of Eddie. So yeah, a bit jerkhead move. Anyway, so this enemy is called Electri. Yeah, I got that right. A transformer station ground robot that can wreathe itself in electricity and bash into intruders. Individual units are not much of a threat, but in greater numbers, they can unleash real power. And if you look at the eyes, yeah, it's literally a an electricity variation of the Telebots that we've seen in the past games. And I think this is the first game to feature this variation type. And I don't know if it's just me, but he kind of looks like Plugman from Mega Man 9, whose stage also featured a variation of the Telebots. So pretty interesting. This guy is Baton. This bat-shaped surveillance robot is programmed to swarm towards intruders with its metal wings and flapping. It may look toothy, but it won't actually bite. Yeah, it's the same one that we've been seeing since Mega Man 2, and the last time I've seen one of these was in Mega Man 8. And Mega Man and Base. Yeah, I think it was Mega Man and Base, not Mega Man 8. Excuse me. But all of a sudden I feel sick right now. What is that? Anyways, this one is K-Drone, a cutting-edge surveillance drone that can patrol any kind of facility. However, it's fresh from the factory and hasn't really been evaluated. How useful it actually is remains to be seen. Preston. This specialized combat robot chases after enemies and stops them flat. Oh wow, there's even launches his fist from inside its belly. Let's see. Yeah, it literally he literally tries to punch you through his belly. Anyways, if that doesn't suffice, it follows up with a punishing punch. No intruders can escape it, not even the tiniest mouse. Ooh, looks like Jerry from Tom and Jerry has some competition right there. Oh wow, this counts as an enemy. Electric Crosser, a transformer device that diverts electrical current into a plus shape. Yeah, literally. Can be easily destroyed using a well-placed bounce ball. I think bounce ball is the only weapon that can destroy them. I do not know for sure. This one, okay, so this one is Extender. Get it? Extender? Mega Man X foreshadowing. Anyways, a transformer device that diverts. Okay, literally the same thing. Yeah, literally the same thing, but X shape. Anyways, this guy is Fire Server. This drink vendor robot has had its soda replaced with flammable oil. The tank on its back could go up at any moment. So yeah, relatively easy enemies to avoid. And these annoying little craps are the Shimobe, an actor robot used in hero shows as the evil foot soldier. Foot soldier? TMNT reference? No freaking way. Man, anyways, dreaming of someday playing the hero, it always tries to look its best as its heroes beat it up. This enemy is the Propeller IT, which I think this is the same. These are the same enemies from Mega Man 6. But anyways, a propeller-driven surveillance robot with a tough outer body. Wait for the camera to appear for a chance to attack. It's actually surprisingly empty on the inside. Oh yeah, they do look like cameras. Anyways, one of the most common enemies in the classic series, the Sniper Joe. This combat robot was developed based on data scans of Proto Man. Oh yeah, speaking of Proto Man, where the heck is he in this game? He never made a single appearance at all. And also, where is Bass in this game? Why did they make no appearance in this game? That's so odd. Especially since they were playable characters in the last game. It's like, what gives? And this game doesn't even have DLC either, so that's literally a missed opportunity on not including them in this game. Since at least for Bass anyway, he was literally the best character to use in Mega Man 10, and he was actually the best for progressing through stages in Mega Man and Bass. So, what gives? I'm really hoping that they'll be playable in Dual Override, cause it was always so cool how in that game you got to play as other characters besides Mega Man himself. So what gives? But yeah, I'm really hoping that'll be the case for the next game, I'm really hoping that'll be the case for Dual Override. This is Sniper Armor D, a large-scale robot piloted by a Sniper Joe. This new model has all the features of the classic Dachshund walking cannon robot. I hope I pronounced that right. Has decent armor, but the Joe piloting it is exposed. So it's literally the same. Yeah, it's literally the same. So it's pretty. I'm guessing what it's referring to are the ones that we saw back in Mega Man 2. So interesting. This is Spider. Interesting name. This arachnid robot lurks on ceilings, waiting to drop down on unsuspecting intruders. Whenever it gets hit by an attack, it releases a bundle of mini spiders. Interesting. And the first time I've seen this was in Torchman stage. Actually, the first time I've seen this enemy was in Torchman stage. But yeah, we see a lot of these in Acid Man stage and others, as it says. This is the mini spider. The miniature arachnid robots drop when a spider takes a hit. The lighter build means they can spring about and bash into enemies. Mini spiders don't grow into spiders. They are robots after all. They kind of remind me of these spider bots from the Insomniac Spider-Man games for some reason. So yeah, interesting. This one is Pipedo? Or a Pipedo? I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyways. A chemical mixing robot that excels at precisely measuring out fluids. Each spurt of toxic chemicals it launches at Mega Man is exactly 2000 ml? Let me look it up. Hold up. I think millimeter? Yeah, because so I guess what it means is that it's 2000 millimeter. Yeah, I think that's what it's referring to. Anyways, we got the shield attacker returning from that we've seen in all the previous games. It says a tricky combination of offense and defense. A tricky combination of offense and defense. Shield attackers run their rocket engines full blast to maximize their chances of ramming into enemies with their solid shields. Shield Attacker M, a special underwater variant of the Shield Attacker with a special coating to prevent it from breaking down, even in the most corrosive chemicals. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, my commentary is not very good right now. Droopy, a cleaning robot that keeps the inside of the chemical pipes spick and span. Anything it decides is trash gets hauled away for disposal on piles that can reach impressive heights. Brushy, an upgraded model of Droopy, also launched by a Cyclone W, twice the cleaning power and twice the long lasting, compared to Brand X. Get it, X? Who we eventually see who Dr. Light will eventually create, and is therefore the younger brother of Mega Man. But anyways, Its power brush can remove even the toughest robot grease. This is Wipey, the ultimate weapon in the war on dirty pipes. Once this is launched by a Cyclone W, no dirt is safe. It may hurt to get taken out by a Wipey, but at least it'll leave your armor spiking clean. At least it'll leave your armor sparkling clean. Anyways, this is oh wow, okay, so these are the ones that we see in the underwater sections of Acid Man stage. The remains of unfortunate robots who tumbled into the chemical pipes. All they can do now is be dragged along the acid stream. I'm guessing these are like probably leftover robots that Wily may have likely discarded. So I like to believe that's the case. This is Ice. This robot was designed to set a wintry mood by simulating snow and charming all who see it. However, it tends to knock people when the wind picks up. There have been complaints. Yeah, literally obvious complaints. This is the Ice Swan. This avian surveillance robot bombs intruders with lumps of ice. When the ice shatters into spiky shards, watch out. Snow Robot, another winter simulation robot. This one looks like a gentle rabbit bounding through the snow. It was designed with impressive jump legs to help it navigate the deep snow and ice. This is the Wild Robot, a robot for forest simulations. This robot was designed to educate campers. Since it's supposed to simulate a wild animal in the woods, it was designed with more natural colors than other models. This is the Mesh Burner, a kitchen assistant robot that can heat hot plates or boil water with the flames from its head. Hit it once to turn off the flames, and again to make it explode. Safe to ride when switched off. Yeah, thanks for the advice. Thanks for the advice, game. And I love how they have the angry faces when they have the fire, when they activate their fire, and how they have the face, like this terrified face when their flamethrower stops functioning. This is Tapacon? Yeah, Tapacon, I think that's how I pronounce it. This stalwart guardian robot can rest safely behind its head, knowing itself to be impervious to frontal attack. Too bad it can't fire back at the same time. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so this enemy from Torchman stage is called Lamper, a lantern robot designed to give campers the feel of the great outdoors, rather than harsh fluorescent? I hope I pronounced that right. It burns gas from an authentic flame. Tank Oven, a camp cooking robot that specializes in hot puts. Now upgraded for battle by Dr. Wily, it's piloted by a potato-shaped robot and fires carrot bombs. It looks like a potato. Never caught that. Anyways, this is Airfire, a fiery version of the Air Stone. The security robot blends in well in fiery areas, but tends to be easy to spot in cooler locales. Locales, yeah. Yeah, so okay, so this is the one that we, as the game says, it's the one that we see in Torchman stage. Mini Sparky, made to resemble a miniature Sparky to the barbecue turkey. These robots follow Sparky around oh my god, okay, let me read. Made to resemble a miniature Sparky to the barbecue turkey. These robots follow Sparky around as if it really is their mother. They're as innocent as they look. Yeah, they actually show up during the mini boss of Torchman stage, but I ended up using the Power Gear version of the Tundra Storm, and therefore that mini boss did not get a chance to spawn his babies. So yeah, pretty hilarious. This is okay, so this enemy is called the Pigman. This high performance construction robot was created by bolting a body onto a metal. Since it has lost its perfect defense, it instead attacks enemies on sight. Missile Cone. This robot works as a safety inspector on construction sites. but it's also equipped with missiles for discouraging intruders. Sometimes it blows up supply trucks by mistake. Hilarious. This is Arc Weldy. This wielding robot has a slightly cheaper CPU, so it tends to wield anything nearby if left unattended. However, you can't help but wonder about that sad look in his eyes. Oh yeah, I feel bad for him. I really feel bad for him. All right, this is the Chiro. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, this is the oldest of the Impact brothers. Yeah, okay, so these are like, so I did say when going through a stage how this is literally Impact Man sending his drills after you, but apparently they're just the Impact brothers that just fuse into one or something. I don't know. But anyways, a straight shooter who never fails to drive his point home, Chiro takes control when three brothers combine to form Impact. Okay, well that answers my question. All right, never mind then. Never mind then. This is the middle child of the Impact brothers. Koijiro lacks defensiveness and tends to look to his brother Koichiro for instructions. Luckily, those instructions are just hit things. This is the Kui Saburo, the youngest Impact brother, but the most responsible after Koichiro. He also makes time for proper maintenance, so his spike is constantly spotless, shiny and sharp. A Gale Ball robot designed to slow down intruders by damaging their feet, like a spiky cult trap dropped by a ninja. Stepping on a Gale Ball is sure to leave you limping. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done with this. Alright, Get Impeller 2, a new model of the popular Get Impeller flying cannon. Its shots now fly in a straight line. Rumor has it, it actually makes them easier to dodge. Thanks if I didn't know that already. This is Wall Blaster. Automatically snipes at intruders from difficult to reach places on walls and ceilings. Luckily, it doesn't have great aim, but it can still be a nuisance. Very true, as we did see in Bounce Man stage. This is Bumpy Balloon, programmed to look for lost kids at Boing Boing Park. Programmed to look for lost kids at Boing Boing Park. This camera bot actually sticks to surveillance. The balloons that hold it up have pretty heavy armor, so it's a wonder how they stay aloft. That's what I want to know as well. This guy is the Tozen Nizer V, a robot created for the sole purpose of stopping people from jumping across. A robot created for the sole purpose of stopping people jumping across pits. Its detachable hands come in sponge and metal varieties. It always uses the metal ones. Nice. This is Boyorn, an exercise robot that can bounce around thanks to the thick, tough rubber. Excuse me. Okay, an exercise robot that can bounce around thanks to the thick, tough rubber protecting its inner body. It can fall off the roof. It can fall off the roof of Boing Boing Park and not take any damage. It tried. Nice. Now, how many more left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, there's still a lot. Yeah, I'll probably just go through the rest while reading the description because I do want to get this over with. We got Air Nuts, Totemer, which appears in Blockman stage. This Asian-looking glyphs carved into its surface and are actually a fictional language invented by Blockman. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Dread Spark that we saw in Fuseman stage. Thrill Twins 1 and 2 that we saw in Blastman stage. Cyclone W that we saw in Acid Man stage. Mecha Man Moss Tool that we see in Tundra Man stage. Sparky, yep, the mini boss from Torchman stage. Pigman Digger, and Frog Balloon. I guess I'll read this one. The famous mascot of Bounce Man's athletic center, Boing Boing Park. If it breaks down, Pup Master K will be there to fix it up right away. Unfortunately, its eyes are a little scary and often makes kids cry. Jeez. Crazy. Alrighty, and now we're gonna look at the bosses. Next up is Blockman.
So hell of a job getting here.
Blockman was designed to specialize in building the outer walls of major projects. He's always secretly dreamed of building a vast structure that recreates the bygone age of pyramids and temples. Ever full of energy, he keeps the robots on his sites working full tilt. The only problem being that he sometimes loses his temper when his laborers can't keep up with them. Dang, that's pretty much why he literally got so pissed off after Mega Man destroys his giant form. It's pretty hilarious. Blockman often works together with Impact Man, and the two are sometimes seen going on an oil bar and share a drink after long days of construction. Ooh, interesting. So they're literal besties. It says manufacturer Naku. How do you pronounce that name? That first name? Naka. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that. But, heavy machinery. So, yeah, very nice. Hey, I get to listen to his quotes if you press. Yeah. So he has like a 30. He has a 49 voice recording. So yeah, it's nice that they put this here. I like that they did this.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Why don't I hear his last one?
I don't get you.
Oh wow. Oh, yeah, I love the effects when he's in his power gear phase. Alright, next up is Fuse Man. Fuse Man's job is to manage and fine-tune power transformer stations. He's designed to handle massive electrical currents, but if he ever encounters a current that's too strong for him, the fuses on his head will blow, saving him from a critical overload. He is a crucial part of the city's power supply system, so he treats his job with a sense of responsibility and duty, putting speed above all else when a problem arises. So makes sense as to why he uses he has a speed gear move. Since his dangerous job keeps him alert on the edge 24/7, the only time he can let caution slide and just relax is when he's caring for his pet rabbit Watt. Alright, interesting.
You scrambled my electrons.
You scrambled my electrons.
Let's amp this up. Prepare to diode.
Diode. Okay, well, I guess Fuse Man came up with a new word, diode. Blackout. Short circuit. Charge. I love the quotes. Blast Man is a pyrotechnic. How do you pronounce this word? Pyrotechnician, or in his words, an explosion artist, which he actually says during his pre-battle quote, and which I think he says it, which we can actually play it here.
I've got a pretty short fuse. Retaliate or dead. Explosion is art.
Explosion is art. Anyways, Blastman is a pyrotechnician, or in his words, an explosion artist who designs the explosive effects for movies and theme parks. Oh wow, because that explains his stage. He can provide any explosion the client needs, from cataclysmic blasts to shy little bangs. At the time of the Wily incident, he was working on a new explosion-themed attraction for the theme park Flowerland. On his spare time, he writes a column for his favorite magazine, Boom Monthly. Oh yeah, I think that they actually showed that. They actually showed that during his stage as well. There's not a month that goes by his explosive opinions that don't blow the pages to bits. God dang.
Blow you sky high.
Blow you sky high. All right, Acid Man. Acid Man is a cutting-edge scientist robot whose field is advanced chemistry. Ever the perfectionist, he ensures that all chemicals are measured out exactly. Slopping mixing makes him absolutely furious. He never hesitates to leap into the chemical tanks to check his mixtures, in turn, making him an excellent swimmer. His reputation has led the plant employees to call him the Acid Merman behind his back. Dang. Utterly disrespectful though. Utterly disrespectful by them.
Welcome to my chemical paradise.
I love his voice.
Time for an experiment. Corrosive. Uh-oh. Melt.
Melt.
Oh. Speed gear.
Speed gear. I love his voice. Alright, here's Tundra Man. Though Tundra Man was designed for land development and exploration and popular popular climates. I'm not sorry. He found a new obsession the first time he saw a TV ice skating championship. Since then, he has spent long years perfecting incredible ice skating techniques out on the polar ice flats. But since his audience is generally huskies, polar bears, and seals, he doesn't get many reviews. Tundra Man had a tougher looking exterior when he was first sent to the North Pole, but he made some modifications to suit his graceful passion of ice skating. To him, the fact that his dazzling moves have been locked away at the North Pole and never witnessed on a crisis on the scale of global warming. Tundra Man eagerly awaits the day he can show the world his exquisite skills. Nice.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
You're skating on thin ice. I'm like a rose, frozen in ice.
Frozen in ice.
Shattered. The last dance.
The last dance. Anyways, Torchman. Torchman was designed as a camping advisor, teaching people about campfire safety. On his spare time, he ventures out into the wild to work on his very own martial art, Torch Jitsu. He started Torch Jitsu in order to train himself to keep his flames under control. Since the slightest lapse in judgment can cause a dangerous flare-up. Interesting.
Perhaps you will be a challenge. You made it. Now prove yourself. Let the combat commence.
Yeah, he's literally a Street Fighter type character. Crazy. So like, when are we gonna get him in the next Street Fighter game? Oh right, there's more. With his training incomplete, he still tends to flare up in moments of strong emotion. He gets particularly excited when it's time for the turkey roast, resulting in many a scorching bird. He once tried training by standing under a raging waterfall. The subsequent repairs took 3 months. Crazy. Impact Man, a construction support robot built to withstand the toughest working conditions. Impact Man mainly works on the foundations of construction projects. His body is made up of 3 independent pile driver robots who call themselves the Impact Brothers, Koichiro, and Saburo. He never hesitates, always rushes to action. His motto is just push through, in quotes. So he's accepted the job. His motto is just push through. So once he's accepted the job, nothing can stop him from smashing through in record time. Usually Kui and Shiro, the oldest of the Impact Brothers, takes control when they're combined into Impact Man. But sometimes the youngest, Kui Saburo, steps in when his big bro is worn out. Meanwhile, Koichiro is the unruly middle child and can't be trusted to take the reins. Jeez. Alright, Bounce Man.
Oh boy, a new playmate! Wanna bounce with me? Bounce man!
His voice is adorable. Anyways, Bounce Man was developed as a crash test, but his incredible stretching and bouncing abilities led him to become an instructor at the indoor athletics facility, Boing Boing Park. Innocent and optimistic, he can't help but bounce around, enjoy no matter the situation. He tends to accidentally bounce into people and send them flying, making himself a bit of a nuisance. His fitness lessons at Boing Boing Park are a new style of exercise that he calls hop exercise? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like boxing, but on trampolines. It's surprisingly popular with middle-aged women. His funny looks and big round body are a hit with kids, making Bounceable a household name. Interesting. The newest model of the Yellow Devil, a heinous device designed with the express purpose of defeating Mega Man. Wily has equipped this model with a speed gear to ensure there's no way Mega Man can dodge its tricky split attacks. Though the Yellow Devil's massive body seems like it might be better. Seems like it might be a better fit for a power gear. Even Wily has to struggle with the budget. Even Wily has to struggle with budget issues from time to time, so he decided to limit the upgrade to the classic split attack and trust that a speed boost to his old favorite would be enough to do the job. And wow, that's pretty funny how it literally mentions that he struggles with budget. Like if that's the case, then where does he get the money to build all of his castles? That's what I want to know. Anyways, so this boss that we saw in Gear Fortress Stage 2, this guy's name is Mavern. Mavern? I'll pronounce that right. This combat robot is an offshoot of the development that went into Wily's latest Wily machine. It's equipped with the armor thick enough to repel any attack. Wily originally intended to create two versions, fitted with a power gear and a speed gear respectively, but when he realized how much time it would take to build the outer casings out of the special steel, using metal helmets and Sniper Joe shields, he limited himself to creating just one. That said, the incredible defensive capabilities of the resulting robot have Wily glowing with pride. Yeah, that makes sense. Wily Machine 11.
End of the line, Mega Man. No mercy, Mega Man. I'll scrap you piece by piece.
This huge battle drone is the newest entry in Wily's series of terrifying Wily machines. Like numbers 1 through 10, it is designed to resemble Wily's trademark skull logo. Because again, he has an obsession with skulls. They even show that in the opening cutscene. Despite its size, the controls are responsive and precise. In the sheer number of homing missiles it can launch from its rear weapon, Despite its size, the controls are responsive and precise, and the sheer number of homing missiles it can launch from its near weapon from its weapon ports, not sports, Jesus Christ. The sheer number of homing missiles it can launch from its rear weapon ports speaks volumes about Wily's determination to bring down Mega Man and Dr. Light once and for all. Contrary to appearance, the side-mounted missile pods weren't attached backwards by mistake. Wily just wants to give missiles more time to slowly exorably. Oh my god, this game is using a lot of words I've never seen used before. To close in on Mega Man while he watches with glee. The true form of the Wily Machine 7 and the final evolution of Wily's spite over the double gear system that began back in his student days. With his inner gear-like module released from the first form's outer armor, it is free to soar from place to place, triggering speed gear and power gear as if it has a mind of its own. Since each gear features a specialized cooling system, Wily can keep using each over and over without overheating. Oh wow, okay. So he pretty much has that upgrade as well during that fight. How did Dr. Wily manage to pack up so many gears into the outer armor of the first? How did Wily manage to pack so many gears into the outer armor of the first form? Only he knows. Yeah, very likely. And also, Wily always wins. I love that quote. It's so funny. Like, very ironic since he still loses, but still.
No way out.
I've waited for this. He sounds like such a maniac during that. Like, jeez, dude.
Genius prevails.
Alrighty. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much all we can look at here. So yeah, I mean, you can't take a look at the, you can also take a look at the leaderboards. So yeah, okay, so you can pretty much just use search items and whatnot. But yeah. But anyways, guys, that is it for Mega Man 11 for the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I don't know how long this video is going to be by the time I start editing it, but rest assured, hopefully, I'm really hoping it will be uploaded on Friday, as at the time of recording this, it's Thursday, so I gotta get straight into editing, and yeah. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, this is the final, this is the very final Mega Man game release as it came out back in 2018, and pretty much all we've been getting since then were just the collections. We got the Zero XZX Legacy Collection, we got the Battle Network Legacy Collection, and most recently, earlier this year, we also got the Star Force Legacy Collection, in which I still have yet to play. I do plan on picking it up at some point, maybe even do a live stream of it, who knows. But yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. We've pretty much just made it through every mainline classic Mega Man game. I cannot believe it, because I started this retrospective last year in February of 2025, and right now, a year later, in June of 2026, we finally tackled the last game in the classic series. And granted, I wasn't able to showcase a few spin-offs like like Mega Man 2: The Power Fighters, Mega Man Powered Up, the first four Game Boy Mega Man games, and as well as a few others that I can't put my finger on right now. But either way though, I did still tackle some spin-offs like Mega Man: The Wily Wars, Mega Man and Base, and Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. I do love Game Boy Mega Man 5 the most. But yeah, we did it, guys. So that's pretty much the end of the classic Mega Man retrospective. And I guess next Friday we are going to be starting the Mega Man X retrospective. So I will pretty much be starting it with the very first game of that series, which will be Mega Man X1. And I will be starting with the very first game, which is going to be Mega Man X1, and that is overall the second Mega Man series after the classic series. So pretty much we're going to be seeing Dr. Light's final creation, Mega Man X himself, be the star of the series, be the star of that series. So I low-key cannot wait to get started on that retrospective. So yeah, anyways guys, that's enough of my rambling. So I hope you all are having a good day, night, evening, depending on which time zone you're in, and I will see you guys in my next video. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.